Hello and welcome. It's TPK Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nick, Soup, Lore, Sinju, Zebus, Ruffin, Zolf, Mossback, Yukito, Lavender Skies. Hello, everybody. A stream today? Yes, I haven't streamed in a bit. I will admit, it's mostly because what I've been working on I think would be really fucking boring. A lot of the stuff that I've been working on, which has namely just been kind of world building stuff, it's a lot of like no progress is made for like an hour, and then it's things back to back to back to back, and then it's another hour of no work, like me scrolling through pictures mostly. So if you're wondering why I haven't been streaming, it's because of that, but I can assure you I'm still working. I am working on the Blood in the Water AP. we're still churning ahead for the game and all that fun stuff. Also, as Zolf, as I'm combing and hydrating, I'll hydrate very well. While I'm doing all that, Sinju, thank you very much for 36 months, brother. God damn. Thanks for sticking around for so goddamn long. I appreciate it. Also, hello, Mythical and Mr. Bubbles. Welcome, welcome. Today, it's going to be a lot of the kind of more, I almost want to say boring aspect of the kind of AP building, which is renaming, restructuring, and then kind of coming up with enemies and the like. That's a little bit more engaging, but a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing today is mostly like renaming, relabeling. So just as a heads up. But I figured I hadn't streamed in a while, and I've missed all of your faces, so here we are. Ah. Oh, it's still showing this. Okay. This is what I've been working on. It's mostly been the weapons. Weapons take a lot of time. So I've named all of the simple ranged weapons, given them pictures, how they look in the Republic. All of the martial ranged weapons, same exact thing. All of them have a name and a picture. All of them are unique. And then all of the advanced ranged weapons are the same way. Unique names, unique pictures. There are some where I'm not sure what the fuck I want to do with them yet. Also, hold on. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I'm gonna continue my little explanation to chat.
By all means.
So there are some weapons where I'm not quite sure what the fuck I want to do with them yet. So I have left them blank for now, as denoted by the question marks. Mostly because the weapons are kind of so out there that I'm not really sure how to make it more grounded. And it almost kind of makes me want to just get rid of it altogether. The singing coil is one of them. It's like a fucking weapon that you sing into, and then it shoots a lance or something. I've expressed it before in the Discord. If you've followed the DM showcase where I've posted a lot of this stuff, the more goofy or whimsical nature of Starfinder is not really something that I vibe with all too much. I'm very much a fan of like gritty, kind of militaristic sci-fi. So that's why I've leaned into very heavily. We even did Ordnance. Well, today I finished Ordnance. I finished the martial ranged weapons, and I finished ordnance today. So that's 2 tiers of weapons basically knocked out. And I was doing melee weapons, which is what all of these are. And then about halfway through, while I was finding pictures, I went upstairs and talked to my friends, 2 of my players, to basically get an idea of what they wanted to play for the game, because we are working and gearing up towards the Blood and the Water. And then we got some good concepts from them. So I'm very excited. And I figured with a little bit more of their characters kind of known and understood, it was time to start, kind of putting everything together, so to speak. Take care, Zolf. Hopefully you rest well, brother. Thanks for hanging out. Handing out name cards. Draconis. Thank you very much for 41 months. 41 months with the best DM around and #1 person to encourage me to more. Hell yeah, brother. I wish you all the best. May your path to partner be an easy one. Just gonna label sci-fi. And then this is where we make our subfolders. Okay. Over here. How much of the gritty sci-fi are you going? How deep into the Warhammer aesthetic are you? So not doing Warhammer. At least I've kind of avoided a lot of it. Uh, something I said earlier was my players are going to play in my Halo fanfic and they're going to like it. And that's very true. A lot of my gritty kind of sci-fi stuff is going to namely come from Jesus, Halo. That's it. A lot of the inspiration is Halo. Is this some... That is Momo upstairs getting murdered currently.
Classic.
That's a dart rifle. Here. Then we're gonna rename it. Is flopping back and forth between these. Very fun. I need to write up little descriptions for. Also, how are the make item? Actually, how does an item card even look on this? Oh, okay, it fits. That's good. Are we leaning towards science fiction over science fantasy then? Yes, there's still magic. We are I mean, I'm not smart enough to do science fiction. If you ask me science jarble, you're gonna be very disappointed. Question on the new monsters. Ooh, I have not done the newest. I have not done the newest hunt yet. I think it's the Legaia Cruise is the newest one. Where is this picture? Oh, I knew I should have organized it. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, that kind of actually fucks a little. Okay, that's not too bad then. Regios? Understood. Down the line. Need the auto target right. Yeah, I definitely need it. Holy. My downloads are 900% pictures right now.
Damn.
Armor from them looks awesome. Hell yeah. What's up, Skulltone? Thank you very much for 31 months. God damn. I appreciate it, brother. It's going great right now. I'm currently kind of getting everything in place, as it were. I think I upped the magazines of this one. No. We keep it 10? Very well. All right, next is action brief. Still surprises me that that's a fucking simple weapon, by the way. I'll probably end up playing the new stuff. I've just been so kind of absorbed by all of the sci-fi shit that I've been working on.
Friendly reminder, by the way. But as far as I understand it, the intentions with Foundry are to have a new system for Starfinder, and then create a module that you can use with Pathfinder as a system in order to allow for having all of the stuff from one system in the other and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
But that was very, very early in the planning for Starfinder that the Foundry devs said that. So, unsure. But you might have to import, export quite a lot of what you're making onto a new system if that's what you're looking to do.
Ooh, understood. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. I think you can upload compendiums between.
You certainly can.
Yeah, so that should hopefully
Yeah.
give us a little bit more breathing room.
Just chuck everything in a compendium, go to a different system, check it out. Now, the only difference is, I believe, that because it's a different system, you might not be able to import a compendium that's designed for Pathfinder into Starfinder. I don't know if that's something we can peek at in the files. There'll probably be a tutorial out very, very soon after the release, but again, we're all blinded.
Yeah, I mean, even if it does, where I have to like put it all in manually again by hand, I don't mind.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's just, that's just like that's a couple hours of me blaring some music.
A little bit of chill time.
Yeah. I'm starving for content over here. Don't worry, brother. Do not worry. I am also very much wanting to get back into playing games. That is the plan. That's why I've been going balls to the wall on this stuff. Like I I have used Obsidian more in like the last month than I have since getting it. And it's all just been for the sci-fi stuff. Like all of this. This is all like written for the Republic. I broke down like what ranks do, how the ratings work. Like I broke down like the difference between the RDF and the RNSC. We even got like what the fucking ranks look like. Wrote up a bunch of stuff for AI, what I was very happy about. The sovereign and the vassal AI. I was very excited about that. And then I was also working on like the adventure itself, kind of like figuring out who everybody is in the game. So like we have Lieutenant Commander Tamira Adalar, who's a Valinor elf. Recently was demoted from captain to lieutenant commander. Basically disobeyed a direct order from an admiral, from the admiralty, and got bumped down several ranks. We have Morose, or SAI Nav 21490016. He's a sovereign AI. He's served alongside the lieutenant commander since he entered service 6 years ago. And he's been acting as a no-nonsense older gentleman who shows a great deal of respect to the CEO. His inspiration are coppers or bobbies, like a la British. He's a heftier, kind of presenting gentleman with a big bald head. Very gruff. Let's see. We figured out how like the fire teams work between the RNSC and the RDF. So like the RNSC uses constellations and zodiac signs for their fire teams. So we have Fire Team Aries and Fire Team Scorpio. And then we have how the RDF does theirs, and they are more fantastical. So we have Fire Team Sun Eater and then Fire Team Icarus are our two fire teams for the RDF. Not only that, where did I put her? Where did I put her?
I don't know.
The Echoes of Orion. So these are our bad guys. The Echoes of Orion, also known as the Echoes, are a Republic-registered private military company with ties to several planets in the Maw of Caliburn, known for exceptional skill, diligence, and transparency with all of their contracts and operations. Considered by many to be the best PMC in the Maw, the Echoes of Orion have received both funding and backing from local governments to operate in their space without question. Their leader is Corin Vale. Corin Vale was a former naval lineman who went missing on an exoplanet while after her ship, the RNSC Quiet Dagger, was shot down by pirates. Her and Fire Team Orion basically stayed behind to protect both the crew as well as any civilians that were on board to basically get them off planet when a Republic freighter passed by the planet. They managed to get everybody off board or off the planet, but there was not enough room on the final shuttle. So they let the rest of the civilians get off. They stayed behind waiting for the last shuttle. And when the last shuttle finally came back, they were nowhere to be seen. Team Orion, along with Corin Vale, was considered KIA, and she was awarded posthumously the Naval Sword, which is the highest distinguished medal that a sailor can get. However, 6 months later, basically one of the RNSC Quiet Dagger's lifeboats basically put out an SOS. And the RNSC Hold Until Called, which is one of the other naval ships, was passing through the area, was doing patrols, caught the life pod's SOS, sent down Fire Team Regal, who found Corin Vale, brought her back. She was decorated again as a hero, earning herself the, what was it? Not only did she get the naval sword, she also got the distinguished service sword. So she was basically decorated from head to toe. And while she was in recovery, while she was in surgery, she left. She basically she retired. She left the military, and staying in the Maw of Caliburn, she formed the Echoes of Orion, also known as the Echoes, as a private military organization or a private military company that basically is funded by the RNSC. They they're really big on their veterans. What happened during her disappearance, Mr. Bubbles, is on that exoplanet there was a phenomenon or a gathering known as the marrow. And the marrow is a byproduct of the bloodied forefather, also known as the god of death. So all the killing that happened on the planet woke up the marrow, and the forefather basically reached out to Corin Vale's mind and quote unquote showed her the truth. Not much is known about what happened on the exoplanet, what happened to her during her 6 months there, but when she was found near death. She was emaciated, she was completely wounded, she was damn near like ready to fall over, to keel over. But they brought her back. They hailed her a hero, and now she left. But the big thing with Corin Vale and the Echoes is that the Echoes have been kind of building this fame while doing a lot of evil shit on the side. So on the surface, they are a well-respected private military company. However, they do a lot of like black ops. They kind of strike themselves of any colors, of any paraphernalia or markings, and then they will attack naval vessels. They basically go in, they clean house, they kill a lot of fucking people under the guise of being pirates or very, armed pirates. And then they leave. And they basically they take the whole ship with them if they can. Not the physical ship, but the crew, because Corin Vale, along with the Echoes, serve the Allfather or the Forefather, and they want your biomass. They are cultists. So using her natural charisma as a leader, as a former, as a Navy hero, basically, she builds a gathering, and then she starts killing. And a lot of people, without even really drinking the Kool-Aid, are absolutely down to help her. So this, Corin Vale, is our main antagonist. They'll scuttle the ships if they can, basically to hide all of their tracks. But a big thing is them getting that biomass off the ship. That is priority number one. They want to get the biomass off the ship and then get it to the marrow. If they can Oh, sorry.
Big Adam Smasher energy. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I get the sense that when she walks in, we've got a prat. You know what I mean? I bet there's no organics underneath the armor whatsoever.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, probably. I can easily see somebody punches her and their fist doesn't move.
Yeah. The abs just don't flinch.
Correct.
Yeah,
just
she's in heels, but
thud.
they don't even move back. Yeah.
You go, oh.
She's just looking down her nose at you. Yeah.
Grabs your wrist, turns it 180 degrees. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, she is meant to be the BBEG. We're gonna stat her out. But her basically introduction is to show the party, hey, she's not a good. Like, you could try to fight her. She's gonna leave this ship, but if you can try and fight her, just understand that she is many levels above you.
Yeah.
She's not gonna really give a shit about you either. So she's not gonna like wipe your party, but you're gonna realize very quickly when you critically fail against her and she kind of just raises a brow, that this is not your fight.
Yeah. Trick check, critical success, 1d6 as your head hits the ground.
Correct. That's what I love about Pathfinder. There's this moment where you kind of realize as a player when you roll like a 19 and you see miss in the chat box and you go, oh oh fuck.
I understand. Have a nice day.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fun stuff that you can kind of like introduce with like high level monsters without even like killing the party. Like a high level monster can just kind of play with the party. Like, oh, that was a critical hit? Well, that turned that from a miss to a hit. So
same for the players too. Once they get high enough level, you could have them go into a place that they are too high
100%.
And then you get to have that moment with the players around the table when they roll a 6 on the die, crit and kill somebody.
Correct. You get that fucking Doom moment where they grab a dude and just wrench his head off, and I go, yeah, he had 4 hit points.
Yeah, you've never seen like 4 adults around the table. You know that like anime thing where the shadows go over their eyes and you just see a big smile as they all lean forward, just like, oh hell yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, incredible violence. Thoughts on the Pirates equal Cult of the Damned? I don't need to have thoughts on that because that was literally the intention behind them. I'm going to be making her, not her second in command, but one of her like squad leads, basically, who's going to be staying behind on the ship. And that's going to be the party's first kind of like conflict with the Echoes. So we'll be working on them too. You don't need those pesky thoughts. What is the next? It's a semi-auto pistol. This is one that I definitely changed. Got a fucking mouth. Yes, 210 SOCOM Tactical Sidearm, also known as Special Operations Command. Or the S10 Blade. Yeah, the rest of Fireteam Orion is basically a part of her cult. So, yes. That was the intention. The rest of the Fireteam Orion, the rest of them did not get the heroes like welcome. They died. She was the only one who's like was actually still alive. Arc pistol. I'm surprised you're not like. Oh, it's because they didn't. Just because of that. You're just straight up blocking this. Okay, arc pistol. Arc pistol is the ETS 210, known as the Electro Tactical And about the pirates that got her in the mess to begin with. What about them? It is the right one. It is. What is it called? It was the arc rifle. Yeah, the whole point of the pirates attacking the Quiet Dagger was to get Vale onto the planet. Because normal pirates, after downing an RNSC ship, would fuck off. These motherfuckers went down to the exoplanet after the Quiet Dagger. Basically chased them to the surface to continue the fight. Pulsecaster. Yes. CS Taser, also known as the Thunder Dart. Actually looks like a taser. Yes, they specifically picked her. For what reason? Nobody knows. Is it something that the players will find out? Mayhaps. But imagine, if you would, a cult that already existed attacking somebody to make them their leader, and then them kind of getting folded into that new, like, leader's cult. So they may have initially been the cult of the damned, but now they are part of the Echoes. I don't have an actual cult name for them yet. I was thinking something like fucking like the Redeemers of Amir or something like that. But they have a PMC name. I think I'm gonna give them the PMC name. And then they're gonna have like what they are colloquially known as, while they are doing cult activity. That's gonna be like butchers or something like that. Was it because she was hot? Yes. They were that shallow, in fact. Well, we gotta get the hot woman. Where are you even at? Go, Sizzle.
He went to go work out.
He's not working out, he's talking in chat.
Then he was working out. Maybe he's on the way home now.
I'm on my phone, silly. You should be on that grind, dummy. Getting swole. Grind this.
Damn, I can't believe he just asked you to grind on it like that.
Pull-ups make me want to die. That'll never change. Even when I could do pull-ups, I hated pull-ups. I also hated running. Running fucking sucks. If you enjoy running, you're a sick, sick person. It was a sonic rifle. I'm not built for running. Dude, me the fuck either. Even when I was in shape, I hated running. And the Navy loves cardio.
I'm surprised the big deal for cardio wasn't swimming.
Well, you can't, you don't always have access to a swim pool. The easiest is literally just running around the barracks. Man, if it was swimming, though. Oh, I love swimming. Swimming's great. Running for the bus is about it for me, dude. Same. Hey, you did change your name. I was like, who the fuck is that? Why do they have VIP? Now I know. Question: could a player have been a part of a fire team for background reasons? Oh. But do you mean fire teams in general or part of Fire Team Orion? I had to question who I was for a second. What's up, Hale?
I have.
Ooh, yeah, Fire Team Orion is exclusively bad guys, I'm afraid. Mostly because this happened a while ago. So you kinda died. It's a big catalyst point. Acid dart rifle. Not me, built different. All right, man.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Did I not already do the acid dart rifle? I did. That's right. It's the black rod. What is this then? Oh, isn't that a advanced weapon? Oh no, it's a yeah, it is. This is an advanced weapon. Why the fuck is it in simple?
Did you suss out how
I don't know.
advanced works in relation to simple and martial?
No. What at most what we surmise is either A, it's not in the playtest, or it's certain like a general feat that you can take.
So in Pathfinder and Starfinder, there are 3 levels of proficiency for weapons. You got simple weapons, you got martial weapons, and you got advanced weapons. Advanced weapons are stronger than martial in the same way that martials are stronger than simples. The only real difference between them all is that there is a kind of like points-based system for how good a weapon is, and typically damage die cost a lot of points. Then there are certain traits like finesse that take a lot of points. Reach is another one that takes a lot. Deadly. And then there are a couple of traits like knockback or agile, not so much, but backswing, things that work like agile,
Okay.
that take a few points. So a simple weapon will only have a small pool of points for you to spend for how good the weapon is. A martial weapon will have a bigger pool of points, and an advanced weapon has the most points. So you'll typically see advanced weapons either have higher damage die with like 3 traits on it, or they'll have a lower damage die with like 5 traits. And
Interesting.
typically there's a lot of ancestral weapons that are advanced, sort of giving you an incentive to take those ancestry feats.
How does somebody like a soldier get their hands on an advanced weapon?
Anybody can hold them. It's a question of whether or not they know how to use them. So proficiency will come with your class and your feats. So you mentioned already a general feat. There's a general feat that allows you to use advanced weapons, specifically one advanced weapon. There's a bunch of ancestry feats, 1 per ancestry, that's called weapon familiarity. That will make all the advanced weapons into martial weapons. So you can use your martial weapon for proficiency if you're, say, a champion. And then your classes can sometimes have weapon proficiency. My first thought goes to the fighter, which is an expert in simple weapons, an expert in martial weapons, and trained in all. So they get a
Okay.
-2 to hit with advanced weapons, but they can use all of them.
Oh, that's much
That's
easier.
all it is. We just got 3 tiers. That's all it is.
Nice.
Niche niche.
For fighters, there's a level 6 feat that will increase the proficiency in one advanced weapon type of your choice. So it's
Yeah.
on par with the rest of your.
Which is very, very.
You cut out.
It's very good.
Gene. Yeah. Well, actually, it kind of eases my mind. Color. Assassin. Sheeran Eye. Arc Emitter. Flame Thrower. By the way, this is mostly why I haven't been streaming, is because it's a lot of this. It's a lot of like me muttering to myself like a person going through psychosis as I ramble about letters and numbers and try to find pictures. So I'm like, let's actually stream when we have something to show them. Well, I appreciate it, brother. It's not plasma cutter, right? Oh no, it is cast. I just named it plasma cutter. Lamau. Action. Stream Rimworld. Now that's a whole different beast. The M120 combat rifle, also known as the M1 Claymore. I did have to physically restrain myself from starting to write ships because I went, all right, now you're starting to get into shit that literally is only for you. So I had to stop myself there. There is such a thing as world building too much. We're gonna need ships. I know. But, you know, they're not gonna need it while they're on the Redeemer. So, for right now, they don't need it. That gives me something to work on while we're running the game, basically. Oh, shit, picked the wrong one. Fuck. Do it! I knew I should have organized. Well, if the mechanic wants to steal parts for later? What do you mean, Hale? Steal parts for what?
There's a feat for that.
God.
Called Monster Carver, level 7 survival skill feat.
Oh no. Well, okay. I don't know if I have to worry about my mechanic doing that. But oh god. Hmm. Shit. So, Legion. Do you have the names for the 2 naval linemen and their fire teams of the Redeemer yet? Yes. Yes, I do, actually. No, I don't. Fuck. I have 1 fire team. I have LM3 Aaron Howell, also known as lineman 3rd class. He is a half giant. He is 26 years old. Chronologically, he's 30. He is fire team leader for Scorpio. We have lineman Bryn, lineman Lyra, and lineman Casper. They are all members of fire team Scorpio. Bryn is the fire team rifleman. Lyra is the grenadier, and Casper is the automatic rifleman. These are all MFGs. No, not Gerald, not Geralt fucking reincarnated. His name is Aaron Howell. He's his own man. Just as a heads up, Legion, so that way you don't get your hopes up in the future. Not every naval lineman is an MFG. They do employ MFGs. Aaron Howell has basically the badge or the training that allows him to have MFG linemen as part of his fire team. Not every lineman or fire team has that. Names mean nothing. Where's Gwen? So here's my thing, right? You don't think, like, you're gonna do a coin flip to see which naval lineman get out? No, I already did that. That's why there's only one member of Fire Team Ares left, and it's the leader. You notice how the other 4 members of the fire team aren't there? And Fire Team Scorpio is missing one of its members. So they've already lost people. So here's my question for you, Sizzle. Given that you kind of brought it up, how do you feel about characters like that being kind of reused or recycled? Sick. Get yourself some McDonald's. I thought one fire team only has one MFG as their sole survivor. Probably. I smile. Depends how often it's done and how well. Interesting. I'm gonna hold that until you're back, so that way we can actually talk about that, because I'm kind of interested. I can't eat gluten until December. Damn, brother. That fucking sucks.
Right, I'm a dip, but I'll be in the chat.
All right, homie.
I'll
Peace.
see y'all in a little bit. Bye-bye.
I yearn for pizza. I don't blame you. It's the one I used? Nope, wrong one. Fuck. Can't. What do I do with it? Where's my gun? Oh, is it one of the like super early ones? Holy shit. Thank you, phone. For being loud as shit despite being muted. Where is my gun? Losing my mind. I am kicking myself for not organizing this before stream. Oh, there you are. Jesus. You got names for the people, for the criminal people of interest? Nope. Not yet. That is the plan, though. The hell is this pistol now? There you are. Will you ask for names from the chat? The different issue is my intestines is sugar. Holy shit. Jesus, brother. Time to wrap it up for the season. You have a name for me. Interesting. Interesting. Very well. Cassarat? Josie Cassarat. I don't really know how I feel about that name. We've got the name. What more do we need? So right now, in terms of information and stuff that we need, I mostly need to build encounters. And I guess they need a name that they're referred to because like people don't know that it's the PMCs doing it, but they know that there's like a group of extremists out there, and that group of extremists has a name. Like it's what people refer to them as. It's not what they call themselves, it's just what people call them. People wouldn't know to call them that, Legion. Also, I don't think they're going to give them a cool ass name like that. A slab bulkhead. He's my Ogren and Dark Tide. I see. What is it they are so obsessed with doing? Turning you into biomass. They want nothing more than to kill you and turn you into biomass. Oh, interesting. They have the Screamer labeled as something else. They don't have it labeled as an advanced weapon. Huh. Curious. Flesh fiends. Marrow heads. Those aren't bad.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, gamer?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Working on cults right now.
Hell yeah, man. Cults. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool.
What's up with you?
Just finished recording a session for Deadbeats.
Nice.
I'm very excited to resume Shadow's Breach with everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And we finally get a chance to do that. And I rebuild everyone's classes so that
That's right.
so that Crowned will
Correct.
still play games with me.
Otherwise, I'll complain. I'll bitch and moan the entire time.
But you'll still play it.
The artificer. So boring. You go, how
Fucking
can I make it
worst.
more interesting? And I go, that's a great question. Make me a class. I'm waiting.
I love how you have been sympathetic to how much time I spend on games.
Mhm.
Except when it's your class, I
Correct.
spend more time on it.
Correct.
Okay. Correct. Got it.
You got
Just
time
wanna
to
make
lean, you got time to build.
I don't have time to lean,
Going on
you asshole!
going on vacation, huh?
Oh
That's
my-
all time you could have been spending building my new class.
You told me to go on vacation and not work specifically.
Yeah, on everybody else's stuff.
Oh, there it is. There it is. You would
What
have
about me,
yelled
huh?
at me. You would have yelled at me if I was like, "Hey, so this class I was working on for you." You would have been like, "What? Why are you working? Get off the fucking." You would have said it. You would have said
I've
it.
sent
You would have
Mosaic a
said it.
message.
Take care of this. Is
To
that what you would have
drop
said?
kick you, so that way you're
Mhm.
bedridden for the rest of your vacation, thus preventing you from working.
But then it would allow me to work on your class. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm just saying you're giving me mixed fucking messages, dude. I don't know what you want from me. Do you want me to work
I
more?
want
Or
a
do you
new
want me to work
class.
less?
I want a new class.
Okay, so you want me to work more. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Crown, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna
Thank
get
you.
fucking get to work.
The red's
Better
the
l-
cause scabbard. I do like rippers for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just a nice simple name that is very evocative.
You're killing me.
That's what they intend on doing. Yes.
You're intending on killing me?
No, that's what they intend on doing. The rippers.
They?
Yeah.
So not you.
Correct. I would never.
Not me. No. Why would I? Why would I do that?
Please. You think so low of me.
How's my class coming along?
Hey, just as a quick question. ETA on the new class. That makes me more powerful than the rest of my team.
I believe it's gonna take this long, and then I grab my crotch and then flick you off.
All right. So we have a time period. Understood.
I could probably get a class whip together. Right now, it's just trying to
You
get the
just
numbers.
you have 10 levels to, make. That's all. No big deal.
Well, I mean, I think building on an existing class works personally.
Mm.
Because I mean, there's still things. Because like I would like to, and then actually have you guys have like different names for your classes.
Oh,
So you could be like the armorer or something, and then we can make Momo like the speedster
mm.
and all that shit, and like kind of bake and build all this in to an already existing class.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but we'll see what happens.
What if I told you I just want a mech?
What if I told you just to shut the hell up and let me work on it? How
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
cool and all, but a mech.
I know you want a mech. I know you want a mech. I know you want to be a
tap
large size
insistently
character.
at the inside
I
of my
know.
palm, and I go mech.
Yeah, I know. I know what you want.
I want to have to spend half of my movement to squeeze through a doorway.
Yeah, man. That's
That's what
exactly.
I want.
That's exactly what you're going to be doing. Is you're going to be kind of like walking around and just being like,
I want to see a goblin run through a doorway, and I go fuck, and then I have to spend half of my action.
No
like
goblins
half
in the
my
ass-
turn, fucking squeezing
No.
through.
no goblins in the astral veil, just horrors beyond your
I know
comprehension.
those evil little fuckers are in there.
Somewhere in there, and it's gonna fucking suck, man.
I know
It's gonna
there's
be
one.
great.
I know there's a goblin in there somewhere. Some little bastard who's like, I saved the world once.
And you're like,
Like, yeah,
that's
all right,
cool.
man.
Then you
Empty your
pull out
pockets.
and then you pull out the Ripper that your mech's equipped with, and then you just go do music starts playing.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what's going on here.
Nice.
It'll be fun. I'll be working on a new book. That's your campaign, and I guess I will also be making a bunch of classes as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Really poggers of you.
I don't know what you want from me.
I told you what
I know what you want. I don't know how to achieve it and keep my mental faculties.
What's that?
You know, in place.
That's weird.
Like, oh my god, I'm so sleepy. What if I just took the new 2024 Artificer, but didn't tell you what it was, and just said, "Hey, I built you a class," and then I smile.
Sick.
Yeah.
I go, all right, let me see. And I start looking at it and I go, all right, what'd you change?
And I go, well.
Oh, and I
And I'm drooling a little bit. And then I go, okay. So here's what I changed.
American people.
My fellow Americans. Artificer needs changes. It needs changes now. We need a big mech. We need a big mech. So that Crown DM can walk around and be a silly guy.
I'm glad. Okay, so I'm glad we have that settled. That's like the biggest thing. That was the thing I was the most worried about that you wouldn't get.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad we locked that in immediately.
Yeah. So what
Big
would
mech.
happen is, yeah, you get a big mech. Your fucking, you've got an unarmed. You've got a big like a big hammer, right?
Uh-huh.
Deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Pretty cool.
Okay. I'm liking this.
It increases but you get a reach of 10 feet now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you are considered a large character.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Sign me up.
Yeah. And you get, if you so desire, you get a flight speed. You get a little jet thrusters in the back.
Damn, that's even more generous. That was
Yeah.
I was even gunning for a flight speed. That's cool.
Yeah, I know, because I'm looking out for you.
Thanks, man. Dang,
Yeah.
you had it in you.
Yeah.
Look at that. That took like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
right, now make it 10 levels. With about 2 more levels on top of that, because I assume we're going to get to like level 11, level 12 type area.
Maybe. I think I was thinking about it, but if I'm going to have to fucking make you a class, I think we're done level up. And I think we're just done with level up.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just like 10 levels then. That's way easier. Just lock that in. Honestly, I'm saving you time.
Yeah. I think I would allow you to add, much like you'd like infuse magic items, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you could do that with your armor, your mech.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can kind of like choose what kind of options you want with that. Yeah.
that's hot.
I'm
I'm so down.
I guess it would really depend on like what kind of mech you'd want to build.
White glint.
Like, what would the objective be? Of the mech?
The objective.
Would you want it to be a tanky boy? Would you want it to be an offensive boy? Would you kind of want it to be like a skitty mode?
I feel like with Gareth being the like kind of de facto tank.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, do I want to be damage or do I want to be a support? Because we have Vanya, who can get damage off.
Dude. So I've been like just kind of reading shit off of the UA.
Yeah.
And just being like, yeah, let's just do that. And then making little adjustments here and there. So there, I did get some ideas off of that, and I was kind of bullshitting around. However, I actually did come up with a good idea just now. So as a bonus action, you activate your jet thrusters. Okay.
Okay.
This will give you 2 different option modes. This will allow your walk speed to become a fly speed until the end of your turn. So kind of getting like little boosts up and shit like that. Yeah. Or you use the jet thrust to essentially propel you forward as if you had taken the dash action. So you kind of have little options of like, how do you want to do that? Yeah. Oh no.
Honestly, that fits perfectly for what I was wanting.
Yeah, this is fucked.
This is
fucked.
This is basically White Glint in action. I posted him in text chat.
Yeah. You want armored core? I know what you want. This is fucked.
And that's their whole move. Their whole shtick is to be like, I'm here, and then I dash across the battlefield.
Yeah.
And I zigzag, basically disorienting you.
So yeah, the short of it is I could do it. I think all I have to do is just build you a new subclass, and then you'll be fine.
That's hot. I shake your hand. That's great. Thanks, man. Honestly, you're a fucking trooper.
Honestly, I think if I just gave everyone like custom subclasses, that's probably all I would need to do to spice shit up.
My bitching and moaning down to a 0.
I hate this for so many reasons because I'm definitely the teach a man to fish kind of mode. And I'm literally just giving you what you want, and you're learning the wrong lesson from this, I feel like. I feel like this is the incorrect lesson that you've decided to ally yourself. If I just complain enough and be like, hey, man, I know I'm in all of your games, but if you don't make my class interesting, I won't quit. I won't quit. But I will complain and moan, and if I'm a little sleepy that day, you're going to know I'm not going to have a good time. And I go, all right, let me see what I can do to fix up your class. Dude!
Oh. You know what's so fucked is I was sleeping, and then we got into the combat, and I went, now I have to lock the fuck in. Like...
You kind of woke up. I mean, like, in the beginning, you're kind of like, ugh, what are we doing? But I felt like once you locked in, you were in it.
But I think the big moment that really woke me up was we kind of needed to decide, were we gonna fucking pillar hump behind the bunker, or were we gonna push up to the door to try and get in? And I was like, I actually need to focus right now, or we're gonna fucking die. Like,
I feel like the indecision of parties is typically their downfall.
100%.
Is it like I as a DM, I can't be like, hey guys, make a fucking decision. Like, I can't tell you to do that. I can't be like, you all need to commit to one thing or nothing's gonna happen. You
Correct.
know? So you kind of have to just let players figure that out. And I don't know, because you feel bad because nothing's happening. And there is this part where you're afraid your players are gonna look at you and be like, hey man, this fucking sucks. And then I'm gonna be like, how is this my fault?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have ever blamed you for the party's indecision, because the party was waffling a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I almost feel like when you give the party a choice of like, okay, what are you guys gonna do? There is sort of this like hesitation of, but what if this is the wrong decision?
Correct.
And so nothing gets done. And which is the wrong decision.
Nobody wants to be responsible for the death of other people.
Yeah.
Like if Scrumpus had died because we fucking sent him in through the window.
The moment he squeezed through the gate, I was like, I'm going to make some rolls. Are we going to hear Scrumpus being like, like squeezing through the gate? Yep. All right. Time to kill the mage. Like, it was just
the fact that he lived is fucking crazy.
Same.
I am genuinely surprised.
I fucking agree, dude. I absolutely agree.
I don't think he understands
how lucky he is.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Tom realizes he literally escaped death by a bee's dick.
Dude.
Like, fucking insane.
I will say, we got to see the life point system in action for the very first time in the worst scenario possible, that I was afraid people were going to be like, this system doesn't work, it kills players. Like, because viewers aren't designers, and I fear that they see a new system, they see at the outcome a death, and they go, well, that is how the system works. You just die. And it's like, no. no. With that said, people positively are now like, I get it. I understand why this system works.
100%.
And why, in a hardcore setting, it really fucking works.
Correct.
And I'm just like, good. Because like the one thing I said, and no one's given me shit. No one has said like that death was bullshit. No one has said that. I was expecting someone at this point to say that. No one has said that. I'm very thankful for that. And I think some arguments were like, well, if she fell, the boss would have just moved on to someone else. And it's like, this is a hardcore game.
That has literally never happened in the hardcore game.
This is a hardcore game. If you fall and someone is trying to remove you from the fight, they're going to double tap.
Correct.
They're going to double tap hard. If this is a monstrous creature who goes, food, they're not going to be like, all right, you're down. I'm not going to start ripping you limb from limb because I'm hungry now.
Correct.
They're going to be like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take a leg for myself.
Literally
take a chunk of
remove
flesh.
you from the battlefield is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like visually, the life point system is also very good, because I think Judy got what she wanted, which was, oh, dude. She even said it too. She calls like, I love the idea of just losing a limb and being conscious for that.
Mid-combat, yeah. She literally scripted her own fucking death, basically.
She's like, I love that idea. I'm down. And it happened.
Correct.
And also, those rolls were abysmal for players and
Yes.
really good for me. Like,
Dude, I talked about it already, but there was a moment where she was laid out on the ground, and I saw that he was up next in initiative, and I could feel it in my fucking bones.
we
was
talked
like,
about that.
This is a critical hit. He's gonna critically hit her. I look away. You
tells the
roll.
story.
I look back. It's green text, and I fucking like this sense of relief and then also dread followed immediately after. I was like, she's fucking dead.
Dude, but the Scrumbus.
The Scrumbus crit 46 fucking
Perfect.
fire damage. Oh,
perfect.
dude,
Perfect
that was
ending to that
was
fight.
the most the dice tell a story scenario.
Well, and that's what I was like, okay, because of that, I'm gonna kill the crazy creatures in the broom. You know what I mean? Because I felt like the story. There were people who were like, but what about the other creatures? Why aren't we fighting that? I was like, dude, like I'm not like. If we're going story mode now, like I feel like this is it. Like that's this is a perfect ending to this scenario. The fort is cleared out. The creatures are I'm not gonna throw a miscellaneous random encounter after the boss has been killed after a player loss. Like that just doesn't, from a narrative standpoint, that just sounds boring. Let's fuck. When you're like, all right, let's clear trash now. Like, no, fuck that shit. And I think
we did the raid out of order, so now there's like a random trash pack.
And I think DM should like kind of read the room. You know what I mean? Where you're like, look, this party is punished as it is. And the outcome of that fight would have been you guys going, let's get the hell out of here. Or 2 more rounds of combat that would have meant nothing. Like, that's why I kind of made the call. I was like, okay, I'm going to say they're linked to the boss. Like, we're done here. Like, this is done. we're fucking done. And I think DMs should not be afraid to do that. And I know you want to be like, oh, but it's hardcore. It's like people need to understand, like, hardcore still needs to, like, make sense. And if I were like, hey, now you're going to fight miscellaneous trash that is going to be more of a nuisance than anything to you, like, that wouldn't have done shit. That would have added nothing to the dungeon. We were already over time. I felt like that was a perfect ending right there.
Agreed.
Tomorrow I need to read through the loot again because I did forget one important key thing that you guys found that may lead into you going, we should look into this.
I can tell you right now, looking at my future class stuff, this, like, Poppy dying to dwarves, my next favorite enemy is going to be
dwarves.
And it's fucking dwarves. Like,
yeah, that's awful. Especially when Junie rolls up with her new dwarf character. Let's fucking go.
When she rolls Duragar and rolls up to the party like, hi, guys. And she
hi, I'm Rag.
Fucking gets murdered. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah.
Oh, man. People are like, well, is Brett going to let her re-roll? I'm like, no, I'm not going to let her re-roll. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's going to be awkward. I'm like, nope, this party's going to have to fucking deal with this now. You know, like,
she better be hating dwarves. She better be rolling up hating dwarves, or else it's going to be right back to character creation.
Yep. We'll see what happens. I will laugh if she rolls a Djurgr. That'll be,
oh my god,
hilarious. I'll be like, ooh, guys. Ooh, oh no. Ooh. I do love the idea of, like, Junie would not be down for this. I love the idea of rolling a Djurgr cleric and then being like, we should put this in the timeline before Curse of Strahd.
Oh my god, this is Rag? Holy shit.
And no matter what happens at that point, whether death or whatever, she will be cast into the purgatory that is Peruria.
Honestly, if she dies here, that makes perfect fucking sense how she ended up in Curse of Strahd. That's an evil, fucked up place.
But I also know Junie would not be down to like repeat a character. She wants fresh meat. I know that for a fact.
That's fair. I understand.
Because before we canceled Fandelver, we were talking about like Juniper like silently retiring Tommy because she wanted something new. She was, she was about, I was like, maybe Tommy will have a session and then he'll be like, all right, I'm done. I retire, like, because I know Juniper really wanted to roll. Like, Juniper felt like Tommy told his story. There was no more story to tell with Tommy.
Okay.
And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And it would have upset a bunch of fans, but it made a lot of sense. Because even at the end of Fandelver, Tommy was like, oh, this was just all about fucking money. Like,
Yep.
Oh, that's damn.
That's right.
Thought there would have been a greater fucking meeting here. No, this is just I'm here for the money, Squidward.
Yep.
It's always been about the money.
It was all that shit was written before the second part of the adventure came out, so there's no fucking connection whatsoever to all the stuff that comes afterwards.
I did have a crazy idea.
Oh?
Because the Vecna adventure module kind of like connects like a bunch of modules. So I like the idea of like running that where like everyone's, but instead of like connecting to like other shit that we just connect to like all the hardcore games. And so you're just visiting all of like the hardcore areas.
Is this the newest one?
It's not the newest one. Eye of Vecna or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's newer because
it is newer. You are correct. But also, I kind of hear it feels a little half-assed, so I'd have to actually look at it.
That is one of the things that I've heard specifically also about the fucking below Fandelver one too is the same way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, below Fandelver, they were like it was clearly a cash grab from what I read because it was like, ooh, it was mind flares. You remember that thing in Baldur's Gate 3? Buy our book. That's what it felt like to me. It was like, remember Baldur's Gate 3? Ooh, and Fandelver. Remember Fandelver? Ooh, and yeah, it was very much a cash grab. So I personally like we would have made it work, but I don't know how much substance Fandelver below would have actually had. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm kind of glad we ended it there because I don't think it would have had the same vibes because it did.
Yeah.
It's kind of like turned into a whole like a cosmic horror with mind flares and shit.
You had a really good kind of.
I was setting it up. I had you kind of like. I was like, I want to add some setup, so that way you guys are like, okay, like, oh yeah, I remember when this happened, like I wanted to make sure
the whole like thing with the king.
Yeah.
Like kind of transforming and the whole like Veldrin and Gideon kind of scenario. I was like, I'm way more interested in this shit.
Yeah, because you kind of had to like set this shit up, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been cool to like see these characters again and kind of go through it and kind of turn them into like more like NPCs and stuff. And so, but nothing to worry about because we're not fucking doing that. We're doing other shit now.
That's right.
Honestly, I'm glad we did. I will say when we return to Curse of Strahd, there will be some changes.
Oh?
Yeah. I think
People
we're going to move.
Stuff?
Oh, no, not people. No.
Okay.
From my understanding, everyone is like down. I haven't heard anyone disinterested. I know unless Surefour's busy, he's down. I'm pretty sure Whoops is still down. Summer was asking when we were coming back to it. So I think we're good to go to do it. Oh yeah. I had no official announcement yet because obviously we're still a ways out. And we definitely won't be running that and Icewind Dale at the same time. So it would essentially be we either finish Icewind Dale or we get to a story breaking point with Icewind Dale where I go, okay, pause, and then we go to Curse of Strahd Season 2. But the changes I'm saying is like, I think we're gonna do I'm gonna start making, I was telling this on stream last night, we're probably gonna do some 2024 changes. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I think I'm done with the 2014 shit. I think there's some things in 2024 that are good. It is. It's just like it's dated now, and now that I'm seeing more of 2024, it's like, yeah, weapon masteries will not work the way they work in 2024. It's definitely going to be something.
I'm not a weapon dude anyway, so
something else. Yeah. Well, your healing spells are going to be more effective, which is going to be good.
Oh, that's really good.
Well, yeah, so all the healing spells have effectively doubled in 2024. So we're definitely, we're going to life points.
Sick. Very good.
I mean, I have to. We're gonna use the new injury table. That's scarier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kind of look around and see what needs to be done, what changes we might have to make, like all that shit. Maybe some custom shit. I don't know.
That's right. We defeated.
Yeah, I also forgot.
What the fuck are they called?
You killed an emissary.
Emissary. That's what they're called. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was
to show that it is indeed possible.
It is. These creatures can be beaten.
That's correct. I'm very glad we ended with a victory and not you guys being like we're running, right?
Another town left to an emissary.
Yeah, no, it was your I would dare say your first like genuine victory in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why I say it is because you set off in the beginning to get Irina the fuck out of there.
Oh,
and you succeeded at that. And then an emissary showed up and you're still reminiscent of the first one kicking your ass. And you're like, all right, let's go for it. And you beat it. And you went, okay. All right. Like, holy shit. We might actually survive this. We might actually get through this, you know?
Guys, we lock the fuck in.
Yeah. You gotta lock the fuck in hardcore.
Now we need to do this 5 more times.
Not necessarily. It's not like you're going to, like, Ravenloft and there's a door with, like the imprints of the skulls of former comrades. You're like, you gotta kill all your former people before you get in here. It's not gonna be like that, you know? But when there's an opportunity, might be in your way. This shit might be in your way, you know?
We have a lot of opportunities.
Yes. Yes, you do. Well, season 2 is going to be all about getting the shit done to end Strahd and get the fuck out of Barovia, I feel like.
Yeah, man. Depending on how much you change will determine how much I know, but there's one pretty gnarly part, actually 2 gnarly parts that I remember.
Oh, I know. And you guys are definitely going to be getting a nice little letter beginning of season 2.
Nice. Yeah.
It's going to be like, hey.
Waiting for that one.
And we're like, listen, guys, we're cool. We're cool. I
wasn't familiar with your game.
Yeah, we're cool.
Let's let bygones be bygones.
Listen, it's dinner time. Right. Come on down to Ravenloft. And I think we should talk. We should talk this out. And we should really just really hammer it out.
That's right.
Come into Ravenloft. It's essentially Castlevania, the video game, in D&D form. So massive fucking castle. But don't worry about that. Just walk into my dining hall, and we will talk, and everything will be okay.
Me and my wives were very interested in meeting. That's wives plural, by the way.
Yeah. It's cool. We're
super chill. We're super chill.
Super chill. Like, I just thought this was going to be child, but you know what? I was wrong.
Egg on my face.
We should have talked first before, you know, like, I just wasn't certain what was happening and what you were doing and yada, yada, yada.
Interlopers on my land. You know, that's kind of always viewed in a very negative light. I realize now, might be.
Yeah. Yeah. Just it'll be good.
Come on over.
Do you have any allergies I need to worry about? I'll
That's
make
right.
sure. Yeah, nut allergy, no peanuts. Well, we got to make sure you're good
Got
there.
that. No shellfish. Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Vegan, lovely little garden I have here. I'll make sure to get you a nice little salad. Really just prep it up, really. We can keep the flavors muted. We can make them caliente. I mean, whatever you need.
Whatever you want.
Just come to Ravenloft like now. Right now.
Like, stop
Don't do it.
what you're doing.
Stop everything you're doing and just come to Ravenloft. And no harm will come to you.
Come on.
I'll keep the roads clear and just come to Ravenloft. No harm will come to you. Get over here.
That made me ask twice.
Have dinner with me. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah. One thing though, no potatoes. I seem
Right.
to have apparently a surplus of them. I don't know what happened, but apparently I bought a lot.
There's at least like 8 pallets full outside of my house. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that we could grow potatoes here.
They keep showing up, and I keep seeing a bill, and I don't pay it because I never ordered 7 pallets of potatoes. I don't know where they keep coming from.
I told my wives to stop answering the door. Specifically when the potato sellers show up, who we didn't ask for. Again,
We
I'll
didn't
reiterate,
ask for them.
I have no idea who the fuck these people are.
They keep showing up to my door. One of them keeps screaming that I owe her money, and I keep
Exorbitant
Wanting
amount, by the way.
I keep wanting to snap her fucking little head, but it is a little irritating. In fact, a funny story, I went over to their house to just burn it the fuck down because I was just getting sick and tired of them continuously coming to my. Oh, you know that part. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's where I met you. That's right.
That's right. Holy shit. Oh my
small
god.
world that I own, by
Small world. Yeah, my world, by the way. So that's why. Anyways, we'll talk about this over there. Come on.
the way. And that's literally
on
Curse
down.
of Strahd. And scene.
That's it. I love the idea that they keep trying to sell potatoes to Strahd. He's like,
Absolute
just
cinema.
leave it at the door.
Will you
Leave it at the door.
Fuck off, please. Actually,
I love that. I can't wait to
I
do that
am-
to summer.
literally just trying to eat my food. Like,
Yeah. Like Summer. Summer's character just keeps showing up. And Guy fucking is like, you owe us money for those potatoes. And Sean's just gonna be like, no. First of all, this is my land. So I don't owe you shit. I'm not buying things that it grows on my dirt. Second of all, I didn't ask for potatoes. You think I eat your food? That's not how this works. Third, if you keep leaving pallets of potatoes in my front door, it does not mean commerce has happened. It doesn't mean I purchased anything from you. So no.
I don't know
And if
where you got your mercantile skills from, but they do need work.
They do need a little work, and if it wasn't for the fact that halflings just taste, just absolutely gross, I would have consumed you a long time ago.
Probably after about the second pallet, actually.
Yeah,
Probably.
actually, yeah. I just stopped answering the door.
I don't know if you know that. When you came here last time, did you recognize that not a single fucking person answered the door? I didn't even have my slaves answer the door.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you understand.
In fact, if you looked over the bridge, you would have seen a crashed pallet of potatoes just on the ground, because I don't know why you keep fucking leaving it in front of my door.
I have them push it into the water the moment you leave.
The moment you leave. The moment you leave. I love the idea that Strahd was so fucking fed up with these potatoes through the door that he just went to the house to be like, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Like, I don't want to deal with this shit
sick and
anymore.
fucking tired of these people.
I love that. I love that narratively as a fucking story. That Strahd showed up not to fuck with you guys, but just to be like, I'm gonna burn this house down, and then saw someone and went, oh, hello.
Oh, I don't know you.
Hey, little guy. What are you doing here?
Weird. Are you also here to kill the potato farmers?
That's crazy, man.
No, you're not? That's weird.
Going out for a midnight stroll, burning down these fucking potato farmers' house.
I am so fucking tired.
I think I want that to be the canonical reason now. That Strahd really showed up just to kill these fucking halflings. The halflings weren't there, and he just was like, ooh. Oh, and then took Whoops's knight character and went, oh, new plaything. Okay, I'm good.
Honestly,
Yay!
good deal.
Yay! Oh, what? Oh yeah, keep the house. I don't fucking care. All right, bye.
The
Bye
house
now.
mid burning down.
Close enough. It'll burn down eventually.
Either they'll show up or they won't. I don't care.
I don't care anymore. It's beneath me. I have this new favorite thing. Yay! Until I get Irina. In that case, you're also going off the bridge. Yeah, it's great.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I think that's gonna be. I like that. That's gonna be the canon. I'll let Summer know at the end of Curse of Strahd that you've been selling potatoes, quote unquote. He just hasn't been paying for them, nor has he been accepting them. You have just been leaving them at his front door and screaming, "Where's my money?" Hearing nothing, and then walking back. Or a servant answers, is like, just leave it there. We will pay. We will pay eventually.
You'll get your payment.
That's
Never.
right. You'll get your no, you'll get what's owed to you. Don't worry about it. You'll get
Worry not, halfling. Your payment will arrive soon.
A halfling came to the door again. I'm gonna burn that house down. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
I'm sorry, did I not threaten them last time? Was that not clear?
I told her I was gonna burn her house down if she showed up again.
I'm pretty sure I'm not hallucinating, right? Like
I know some people think I've lost my fucking mind while I'm here in this eternal purgatory, but like
I told her.
I told her I didn't want this. That unless they were like blood potatoes somehow, like if you somehow made them bleed, like maybe.
Like honestly, it's a little insensitive. Nobody in this fucking castle could eat this. So like, is it like a dig? Like, is this like a fuck you? Inquiring minds need to know.
Summer, have you heard the new? Have you been listening to this lore? Because I really like this lore.
Nah, I just got here.
Summer, here's the pitch. you have been quote unquote selling potatoes to Strahd as you've sold them to everyone in your typical glory fashion of like, first pound of potatoes are free, but then you owe me. And you've been like leaving them at Strahd's door. And like, Strahd has just not been taking them. Like, he's like, I don't fucking need these potatoes. So that you still continue to try and quote unquote sell your potatoes to Strahd. You've probably been talking to like a servant who's like, oh yes, we'll pay. You'll get what's owed to you soon. And then they just don't take in the potatoes because they're all fucking undead and don't eat potatoes and they have no reason to have potatoes. And so Strahd, getting sick of being pushed around by this shitty little halfling who keeps trying to like force her potatoes, but I'm gonna burn their house down. I'm fucking sick of this shit. And so he was strolling in the forest one day in the middle of the night, going to burn your house down. And that's when he bumped into the party and went, oh, hello. What are
I'm
you
sorry,
doing here?
you're gonna have to consult my better half for this. We are just lowly spud farmers. I mean, Irina also owed us a lot of money, but then she,
Left.
disappeared into thin fucking air, so I don't know where I'm getting the money for those now.
Yeah, I think you're just bad salesman. I think you're just aggressive potato salesman that's like, a lot of people owe us money.
Dude, when two, 3-foot twins with
I love
a
it.
lot of charisma and smug smiles walk up to you trying to sell you potatoes,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say no.
Yeah. Strahd said no. Strahd, and I've decided canonically that Strahd does not like the taste of halflings. So he is just like, I would consume your blood, but I really, it just stings
Strahd
the
just
tongue.
keeps staring down these two halflings with smug smiles. God, I hate them.
What are you doing?
God.
Ooh. Yeah, we're
Brother,
talking.
he's here! Get his new spud order! Right away, Mr. Strahd. We'll get your spuds in a second.
I didn't order any. What are you doing? You're walking in with pallets of potatoes.
Yes, that'll be 50 gold. Thank you very much, Mr. Strahd.
I'm not paying for this. I don't want
I
this.
will be paying for it because we've already done the labor and bringing it in.
I'm gonna burn their house down.
I'll fuck your dad. You better fucking pay.
And then you leave, and he goes, "I'm gonna burn their house down. I'm gonna fucking burn their house down."
Brother, I think Strahd likes us.
Yes, exactly.
I think he likes us.
And the party,
Yeah, I think.
and the party showed up maybe 20 minutes later. We have found the burning cabin, and Strahd nowhere to be seen. He'd have achieved his goal.
Your potato field's just completely gone. And
Just
if it wasn't for new plaything Whoops's previous character, he would have totally gone through with it.
He'd assaulted your
like
fields.
to imagine that people, because the twins have been there for a while.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that they are just so unbelievably charismatic and smug, and they just do whatever they want, that at this point people just kind of let them do what they want.
Yeah. That's
How they got that estate and everything.
I think, not trying to bash your characters, I think because of your go-get-em attitude, the people of Barovia are just like, oh, these fucking guys. Like, it's so fucking exhausting. Because everyone's fucking sad and trodden, and you're just coming here, big smiles, like, hey, it's a beautiful day in Barovia. And they're like, oh my fucking
That's
God.
the thing about the twins. The twins on their own, depression machines. Like, they would not be nearly as happy and carefree as they are if they didn't have each other.
You ever just have like a bad day, and then some really like cheery person like shows up and is like, hey, turn that frown upside down, and you're just like, I just want you to perish, like, right.
I wish
fucking now.
I honestly hope you get hit by a car.
I feel like that is all of Barovia to the twins.
See, I can only half blame the dice, and the other half I blame me and Whoop, because the dice let us be twins.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Me and Whoops have been RPing together for so long.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful.
We have that ability to bounce off each other like crazy.
I feel it works very well for Barovia, because Barovia, you're like, we are the best salesmen, and the Barovians are like these fucking assholes.
I feel like we were also like, it was a bit of lighthearted that the party needed, I think, after everything that happened.
No, I think it has really made the party an adventure party. So yeah, as long as I told Crown, and I'll tell you, like, as long as like Whoops and Surefour are still down, season 2 is still happening.
Oh, I'll grab Whoops by the throat. He'll be there. Don't worry.
And I feel confident Surefour is also going to be there. So, I said we're going to be moving some things over to 2024 just to streamline it and make more sense, like the new stealth rules, and just to make your characters fun.
What are the new stealth rules?
Oh, if you make a DC 15 stealth check in an area where you can stealth. Like you can't just like WoW rogue rules. But if you make a DC 15 stealth check, you are considered invisible. You're considered having the invisible condition. Yeah, which makes sense. Honestly, it's perfect. So, but you have to actually be like hiding.
Yeah.
You can't be like, wow, rogue. Okay, I'm invisible now. You don't roll a DC 15 in the middle of nowhere and now you're stealthing. But for Whoops, who is continuously like, I hide in this bush. Now I could be like, make a stealth check, and if it's a DC 15, you're considered invisible. You're So that's perfect, and I think that's a good way to like build up. Your healing's going to improve. I don't know what Summer's gonna get.
A disciple.
I just want to be my tanky girl again.
You're still, you're not checking. No custom IO classes. I know, man. I know. Sniff.
I just want to play my tanky girl again.
So yeah, it should it should be happening. We just gotta get it to a breaking point or complete Icewind Dale. It's just sometimes games just need breaks to let it breathe.
Yeah. Del still doesn't know what the fuck a Glory inscribed on his fucking scarf when she patched it up.
Every time I thought that I had an opportunity to ask fucking Whoops's character, something happened.
Sorry. Are you guys going to the Abbey with the creepy Abbey guy?
I remember that explicitly happening because we found out that he could just cast True Resurrection for free. So we went, either this is the most powerful vampire in the world, or something's up, and he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
I just want to see him. I like the drama and the rumors. I just want to see if they're true.
Yeah, everyone's kind of freaked out by him. All right, I gotta go. It's getting late.
I also gotta go. I just wanted to come say hi.
All right. What the fuck? I don't smell that bad.
I did not want to hear Sizzle talking about fucking how the gym is making his life just so fucking amazing. I don't want to fucking.
You knew. He's coming in to brag about his.
Apparently, I don't need to tell you.
These fucking muscle heads. I'm just so.
You brought it up yourself. And
protein powder.
You clearly already know. I've already convinced you.
I'm
It's really just a higher standard of living.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, anyway, my glutes.
User has been muted. What's not bad.
What's up, gamer?
Currently looking at missiles.
Missiles.
Yep.
Perhaps at the magic variety.
Very interesting.
Nope.
Magic missile? No, I think they're just straight up missiles.
Yeah, an actual ballistic missile.
Although you know for a fact, someone's gonna whip out an RPG and go magic missile, and then probably miss and get us all killed.
Nice. Yeah.
As they miss their target and instead, puncture the ship that we're in.
Ween, as everybody starts getting sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Just arms crossed, glaring at him.
Nice.
How was I supposed to know this weapon has
style.
a raising effect?
It says it on the weapon.
Crits against the ship's hardness.
I hit the bulkhead. It's a natural 20. Because my weapon has raising, I deal double damage.
Uh-oh.
You what?
Ladies and gentlemen, we blew it.
Oh, good heavens. Sucked out into the vacuum of space. It's actually kind of hard to find, like, particular types of rock.
Interesting.
Anyway, tell me your thoughts on characters being reused in a setting.
Well, normally I'm not a huge fan, but I guess it kind of depends. Gwyn's kind of an exception because we already have years of lore on her about how she's basically an immortal dragon that reincarnates Geralt. So if anybody's gonna show up again, it's gonna be Gwyn. But I don't know if I'd make her a primary like role. Maybe like a cameo.
I could see a
But
cameo. I was worried that you were like, put her on the ship. And I was going to be like,
No. Not really.
Make her my NPC. Make her my quest skipper again.
I would sure make her a prisoner. Smile.
A prisoner?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to try it out.
I wanted to be a puckish rogue. It turns out it was all just crime.
You can get in trouble.
I'll never look at Grayson the same again.
Who?
Turns out all she did was drugs.
Wait, you remember her after all these years?
Gives a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Also,
Besides,
chat, the reason my screen's not moving is because I'm literally looking at rockets on another screen, so apologies. Continue.
your entire AP is already a reincarnation story. So, like, you know, you might as well use literally everybody's soul got brought back.
Oh, yeah.
True, actually.
So, like, reusing, I wouldn't say the same characters, but to be like, yeah, this has like the soul of Reynold, for instance, but he's running around with a different name. I don't know.
Yeah. Figure out how
Here's a Wizard King. He's a middle manager in McDonald's.
I think of how I'd convey that to you.
I have no idea. What does a soul imply, you know?
I think that at that point we would
infamous
need
question.
to actually like figure out what the fuck it is.
Correct.
Which is an obnoxious question.
It is. Nobody's been able to answer it. Not even the people who invented it. I wave.
Because there's so many implications.
Yep. Well, Warhammer did it simplest. It is your... I mean, there's still like plot holes for it, but it is just your attachment to what they call the immaterium, which is sort of basically like the afterlife. You got a soul, then once you die, your soul goes to the immaterium. It's also your link to magic.
Interesting.
And this is why human faith is sort of what demons rely on to sort of surface. And why demons are sort of shaped by the beliefs of their worshippers. Because each worshipper is like a little itty bitty bit. Uh-oh, I said soul too many times. Legion's here. They're basically a little blip on the world of magic. Here's the thing, though: you're not conscious as a soul, right? Like the minute you die, you just become essentially you are tossed into the sea of the warp as just sort of like a power source. You're not like a soul necessarily, except for like rare individuals like the Primarchs. God only knows what happens to them. And then there's people who are more tuned to the Immaterium, like Psychers, who are your magic casters. And then there's people who have no soul, and they're called Blanks, and everyone thinks they're freaks.
So Blanks don't get to go to heaven.
Nope.
I see.
Okay. No one goes to heaven.
No one goes to heaven.
Heaven is a sea of just like chaos theory. All right. That's it. You don't go up to the gates of Peter and like they decide if you've been a good boy or a naughty boy. Okay, when you die, at least as a human, they take your soul, they throw it into the sea. You are now the Immaterium. There's also a retcon that. Like there's no like it's like It's basically magic juice.
Interesting.
You're not like a conscious creature that walks around in the immaterium. You're just. It's sort of the from dust you came and dust you shall return. You go back to being dust. So yes, there are people who are born without souls. And they are essentially doomed to be hated. Because people who are tied to the immaterium, they sort of radiate like a sense of wrongness just around them.
Sense of wrongness.
Correct. They are unnatural. Anybody who shows up to them you will just automatically be disliked as a standard if you are a blank. Because people look at you and go, something off about that dude. And they can't really figure out why. And if you're around a psyker,
He really hates.
that psyker's day is ruined. Like, when a blank rolls up to a psyker and while psychers are trying to do shit, at the very best, their powers basically turn off. At the worst, their heads explode.
Oh!
You're like immaterium antimatter.
Their heads explode. I thought that only happened if they fucked up on the warp and shit.
Yeah, well, it's like throwing it's like antimatter. The closer connected you are to the immaterium, the more the worse being around a blank is going to be. So like being around a blank as a normal person is like minor discomfort, kind of weird. Psychers, agony. It's agony.
So the Necrons are scary because they got no souls? That's what makes the Necron scary? And not Trazen fucking leaving you locked in a cell for 9 billion years? Not that?
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right, as long as we have that settled.
I mean, there's a lot of creatures out there that technically are not connected to the immaterium. Orcs, for instance.
Really? They can make shit, though.
Correct. Orcs are freaks made by an ancient civilization who kind of work off their own belief.
Oh, I see. And it's different from our belief?
Yeah.
Why?
For one, it doesn't use the immaterium. Two, it's more potent, I would say. Orc machinery basically works because enough orcs believe it. That it does. It's like Croatoa. Same way Croatoa are making gods is how orcs are making their war machines. Right. But it's not, from my understanding, the immaterium. The Chaos Gods don't get anything from the orcs.
Really? So they're just like they're just actually just like a I guess that's why they would fight the demons and shit, huh? Because they're not really like allies.
Orcs fight because they fight. Orcs fight other orcs, even if they're allies. Orcs literally entire purpose. They are a literal fungus that was made by the old ones to fight. And so that's what they do.
Why did that remove? Why did you do that? Why did you remove that? I didn't tell you to do that.
But that's not really important. The point is, Warhammer gives a very short blurb about what a soul means to them. And even though it's still not like, oh, here's like a one for one, here's a soul, I hold it in my hand. They at least sort of phrase it in a way that it isn't like a religious soul. You know, it's not like oh, this is your being, this is you after you die kind of thing.
I see. I mean, we could just simply say it's a thing that literally connects you to the current.
Interesting. Does that mean alien species don't have magic?
I think at one point in time they didn't. I think so.
Is it impossible to be a Barathu wizard?
No, it would have been in the
Son of a
past.
bitch.
It would have been in the past. So I want to say that before like Adis and everything like that, there was Maltaurus, the Malvaran, and then all the other species in space. We were one of those species in space before we basically got wiped out. As a result of the neurophage ripping open what is essentially the Eye of Terror, that is what created souls.
Mm-hmm.
So we went from not having souls to having souls. And that is your connection to the primeval current. It is what gives you the ability to cast magic. So things that didn't have souls before suddenly had souls. So the Rati, I wouldn't say actually I don't think Ratis have souls. Because you're worms.
Correct. They're not sentient. Though it would be funny if a Rati just like cast magic missile at you.
Oh, it is funny.
Habada, habada. Look at the little guy.
What's he doing?
It's like those dumb little worms in Elden Ring that just like cast little fireballs at you.
Ooh. Because it's interesting on both ends. It's interesting if they don't have a soul. And it's also interesting if they do have a soul.
Yep.
You know what it could be? That you didn't have souls, but the Malvaran have the capability to manipulate the current. So what if they forced
were the
you
ones
to
who
have a
opened
soul?
Interesting. Making them into warriors required them
They needed
to stuff a soul in you.
Yeah, they needed something. They needed something like beyond the physical to control you. So they basically spliced you. They transformed your entire being and gave you suddenly the Barathu. The Rati have souls now.
I see.
When they otherwise didn't. I think your
delicious
soul can be severed, meaning your connection to the current is gone.
Okay. Obviously, your soul can get eaten.
Yes, your soul can get eaten. But I think...
Or used as a... it can also apparently turn into a ghost. Like, is that how ghosts are made?
That's a good point, actually. I don't think ghosts existed until that happened. Like, it's very much like what we think
I kind of agree.
Like, how we think of, like, ghosts was, like, kind of like a myth, basically.
Yeah.
Is how it was for a while. Where, like, undeath and shit like that wasn't a thing. There was no, like, aftermath. But now because you have this presence, it's a thing that can affect the world even beyond the physical. Which is how you can get, like, wraiths.
Right.
it was a part of the demons. Like, the reason demons are so interested in eating souls is because it's theirs, technically.
Like someone opened up a demon and fed it to kids.
More like imagine you were at home. Your house gets fucking ripped off off the hinges, like a tornado passes through over your house. All your shit gets scattered to the wind. You look out and you see your phone, but it's in the hands of somebody else. And they're using it like it's theirs. So they're playing on your phone, they're making calls, they're texting, all that shit. But that's your phone. I can see you being like that. It is a demon.
You're saying the demons want their phones back.
It is a demon's attempt to reclaim their property.
I would make it much more bestial. I would say demons eat other demons, and when we introduced souls, maybe they tore open a demon to introduce this idea, to allow for there to be a connection to the current. It could
have been that when the Eye of Terror was torn open, a shit ton of demons died. And that's what basically, that's where souls came from. Is a lot of these, each soul has a fragment or something.
Yeah.
It's not that you're a demon. Because the concepts of demons are very different. But on the metaphysical kind of level, on the spiritual level, you are a remnant of a creature who died.
Maybe it's the Allfather's fault again.
Interesting. Go on.
Maybe after the fall of his people, he used sort of Amir's research into demons and souls to create the Aranar, create everybody as a way to maybe in order for them to basically survive with the rift.
Okay. I mean, he already used his father basically to make the Aranar. He used that biomaterial, but I could see it needing something more. Then basically found the energy that is demons or the remnants left over, the current. I was oh, perfect. Not realizing that it's demons. And basically plugged that into the machine. It was oh, I have the perfect energy source.
He found a demon soul.
Oh, a darker.
A darker soul. Woeful undead.
Oh, it all works out.
Yeah.
I think the Allfather and his people should have something else entirely that wasn't purely demon souls. Yeah, they have Archotech. That's what gives them the capabilities to do all this shit. Archotech is such an advanced technology that it can take the blood of the Father and the soul of the world, mash that into some paste, and make a god.
Epic.
I turn your head 180 degrees.
Classic.
Not trying to remake a god. He made gods.
Kill a god.
For all of his blunders in life, the Allfather made gods. Made idealized, like, perfected beings. Despite being, just like what is effectively a biologist. Help me lock the fuck in.
Wouldn't that make the Aranar the fragments of Amir?
Yes.
Nice.
Correct.
Yippee.
Not only did he use Amir to make the Aranar, he also used the remnants to make us.
Oh, I see.
Correct. So it's the story of Ymir.
Alright, so which god fucking died to make the necromorphs?
He did. So
Ymir?
so here's how it works.
Or Alpha?
Ymir. So here's how it works. Galadir kills Amir.
Yep.
Allfather goes, don't blame yourself. I did this. Blame me. I'll take responsibility. He chops up his father. He uses that biomaterial to make us. He makes the Aranar. He then makes the effigies, the original effigies, which is humans, elves, dwarves. Once he has used every part of his father to make us, what's left over are the hollowed bones. Because we've already taken all the important bits. We took the marrow, which is the most important part of the bone.
Who got his penis?
The humans, obviously. No.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
that's why we're dicks.
He basically buried the remains, the last parts of his father. He basically buried them. Cast them into the earth. When the planet gets destroyed, the bones are sent up into space. They're basically mythical at this, because Amir is a god. In his death, that connection to the current, his soul, basically manifests and he becomes the bloodied forefather, the betrayed god. He is basically dormant for a while, kind of regaining his power. That's why you get shit like ghouls that just kind of randomly pop up. There's a little pocket of Amir kind of woke up. Once the planet goes bye-bye, the bones get sent into space, scattered. When a bone, a fragment or something lands on a planet, it becomes a marrow. So what Amir is looking for is us. He wants our giblets to make him whole again.
What a dick.
I give a thumbs up.
I see.
There's a ton of magnets that I'm going to have to fix or make up. Yes, he is trying to reconstitute himself. Yes, that is why Corin Vale wants biomass. She is a servant of the bloodied forefather of the god of death. Her goal is to make him whole. I'll be back. My food's here.
Oh,
Understood.
delicious.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Greetings.
What's up, gamers?
Hi there.
Hi there.
Oh.
I have come to the conclusion.
Oh no! What does the wisdom of the porcelain bowl tell you?
Nothing.
What have you
This
scribed?
is the
Oh,
this is the
fuck me.
wisdom of
Oh, that's right. You were getting guys.
correct. The wisdom of the McChicken.
The chicken whispers to me.
I,
I'm gay.
having done it, they already know that. Having done this for off and on months, years, I do not like waking up before about 10 a.m. I find the reason why is because right about now, I suddenly get hit with a massive fucking wave of lethargy, and I hate it because this is when all of my friends are up.
Mm.
When I wake up at like 10 and I stay up till like 2, I get the perfect time to like interact with everybody.
Okay.
Like I get to hang out with, I get to talk to people while they're at work, when they're off work, and when they go to bed. And then I go to bed. And I wake up at 10. And I get to do that all over again. When I wake up at 7.
Dude, why'd you wake up at 7?
Yeah, it's just what my body's been doing.
Dude, I work at 8. I don't wake up at 7.
I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate waking up before like 10. Because it's like right now, I sat back down, I finished eating, and my body went, we're tired now. And I went, oh my God.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, why are we doing this?
Why am I here?
But I wake up at 10. I can stay up late with all of my friends who are like, hey, I'm going to stay up till like midnight. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Then they go to bed. Then like a couple hours later, I go to bed. I wake up at 10 and I'm up while they're up.
Do you have an alarm?
Yes.
For 10?
No. My body is a piece of shit. It's so this last week in particular, I've had a really fucking annoying schedule because my body is obnoxious. I have like a fucking Rimworld Pond sleep schedule, dog. This last week,
Ooh, night owl perk.
not even that. I'd sleep in 4-hour intervals.
Oh, what the hell?
Like exactly 4 hours. And then I wake up and I'm wide awake. And I'm like, what? No.
How did this happen?
Go back to bed.
I mean, that is kind of... I mean, I've heard different research on people's circadian rhythms and how some, like, there's like the general accepted rule that you're supposed to sort of take a nap in the middle of the day.
Really?
And then also kind of, sleeping in like 4-hour intervals is kind of the way you do it. You go to sleep at like...
Is this how you min-max your time? Is this like...
Correct. This is technically like... I think the idea is that people used to sleep in these sorts of intervals before like we moved to like an agricultural society, basically.
Oh, interesting.
That or it was the Industrial Revolution. It's always either like planting shit or the Industrial Revolution that like ruined our lives or humanity forever or something. I don't know. But yeah, like, because like, okay, think about it. You want, evolutionarily speaking, as a hunter-gatherer society, you want people to be awake at night in case, predators
in case the
come.
saber tooth rolls up.
Exactly. So, I think there's also something that used to be called like the waking hour.
Okay.
I think, or maybe I'm thinking of a song. We're basically like around like 3 to maybe 2 to 3 to 4 a.m. People usually would like wake up around that time for like an hour.
Oh.
And then go back to bed.
I'm up. I'm up. Looks around. Goes back to bed.
Basically.
Interesting. Is my body waking up? Is it activating some fucking Neanderthal gene inside of me?
I mean, maybe.
It's like, it's time.
You probably get plenty enough sleep, so your body kind of has decided that it can take sleep whenever it kind of wants. Rather than, say, a wage cuck like myself, who basically has to steal sleep where he can get it.
Free from the fucking
Where I'm
hand.
basically in a perpetual state of like exhaustion. Not exhaustion, but like the word basically when you don't have enough sleep.
Sleep.
It's not narcolepsy. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, basically in a perpetual state of sleep deprivation. So the minute my head hits the pillow, I just pass out, and then I get up at like 7:30, probably too late or too early, and then I survive on caffeine and coffee.
Nice. Rinse, repeat ad nauseum until the weekend. I imagine
Exactly.
on the weekend you sleep in.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe that's what it is. I think my body has finally got to the point where I've been doing streaming and like creative shit long enough where I haven't had like a 9 to 5.
Correct.
That's like, it's time to activate the Neanderthal gene again. And I go, the what? And I pass out for 4 hours.
Your body doesn't have a like a schedule anymore. So it kind of just sleeps whenever it wants.
Interesting.
No longer bound by social norms. So you need a routine if you want to train your body. You gotta have a reason to get up.
See.
You gotta start making yourself a schedule. You're gonna be like, all right, 10 a.m. I wake up, I get a coffee or a nos or whatever. I do my morning stretches, or I don't know, eat burgers. I don't know what you do.
Honestly, based for both.
Nice. Yeah, just eating a burger while you're stretching. 11 a.m. I work on fill in the blank for like 2 hours. You know, pace yourself. Have like scheduled times. Now I know sometimes that's hard because as a creative, you might get up at 4 a.m. like, I've got it, and then you run to the computer. So
that has happened more times than I can count.
Yeah.
There have been so many times where I just wake up from a dream. I'm like, that's it. And I grab my phone because it's the closest thing. And I immediately open my private Discord to start fucking typing away before the brain fog takes my dream.
Oh.
Like I get like halfway through and I'm like, fuck, it's fading.
Her face. I can't remember her face anymore.
There's a sleep study on the native tribe. They found that there was only 15 minutes of the day where everyone of the tribe was asleep. Interesting.
Yeah, I think you're going native, sir.
Damn.
You're also how often do you leave your room or see the sun? Not to call you out or anything.
That is a good question. At least like once a day. I see the sun once a day.
Do you like
Probably
stand
more.
at the sun, or do you just kind of like look out the window?
When I say see the sun, It's every time I go to get water is when I see the sun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You might want to consider basking like a lizard for like 15 minutes.
I step outside and photosynthesize is what you're telling me?
Just buy, like, you should, I would honestly consider, I mean, what better reason, like, what better way to be in the unemployment than to spend 15, like, waking up at 10 a.m. to
Holy
sit
shit.
on your porch for 15 minutes like an old man and drink NOS.
Labor. I raise my hand.
Labor. Yep. Yeah, man. Just sit outside in the sun for like 15 minutes a day.
You know what? I'll try that tomorrow.
Nice.
I'll try that. I'll
Try not to
wait
get
until
weird looks by the neighbors when they like see you outside for once and like, who is that strange man on their porch?
Who is that guy? 'Cause I'm just
Who is that?
sipping from a can of NOS, sat back in the chair.
Just like
My
10
pasty
minutes. I think
white skin.
I'm pretty sure summer got prescribed like 15 minutes of sunlight at some point because they're so fucking vampirically pasty.
My worry is that I'll burn.
Well,
Momo-
I mean,
Momo
obviously,
and I
don't
went,
just like.
hold on. Momo and I
Alright,
went to a baseball game. We weren't even
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
sun.
Yeah.
The reflection of the sun, or the mere suggestion of it, burnt both of us.
When did y'all go to a baseball game?
Like ages ago. We went for her mom's husband's birthday.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, damn, y'all getting out way more than I thought. Like once a year? That's crazy.
We do go like at least once a year. That is a thing.
Nice.
But yeah, we both sat in the shade for the entire game. The sun never touched us, and then we got home and we looked at each other and went, "Did you get sunburned?" And then we looked in the mirror and we both got sunburned somehow just by mere proximity to the sun. That's how fucking pasty white we are.
Yeah, man. Sometimes when I'm like because like I live in a basement, and it's a very nice basement. I'm not complaining, but there are no windows. So occasionally I'll just go upstairs because I'm like, I can feel myself starting to like lose connection to the time of day. And also I can feel my body wanting to like move and, I don't want to feel like a lazy piece of shit. So I like go upstairs and at least like look at the sun for like a few minutes.
I feel that. There have been a lot of times where I've been down here and I'm like, I've been typing away at something. I'm like, damn, it's got to be at least like 3 hours. And I look down, and it's only been like 40 minutes, and I go, holy shit.
What the?
Or
For
times
me, I'll be
where
in,
I'm
like-
like, oh, it's only been like an hour. And I look down and 7 hours have passed. And I
I
go,
play RimWorld for 30 minutes. I look down, it's been 4 hours. I go, oh,
oh no.
whoa.
What day is it?
Yep.
Oh, that happened yesterday. I took a nap before D&D.
Nice.
What I thought was going to be D&D. I woke up like a minute before the game started, and I went, oh, fuck. And I grabbed my phone, getting ready to type on my way. And I look, and Brett's like, we're not playing today. And I went, oh, thank God.
Oh. Oh.
There's like, you really can't beat the feeling of like plans being canceled.
It really is dopamine. I
It
feel
is-
there's actually I think a problem in dating where so many people are making plans to go on dates on dating apps and then just canceling.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a date canceling epidemic.
Yeah, apparently people. So, in case anyone hasn't noticed, dating apps have ruined dating, or like social interaction or romance. And it is pay to win.
It is genetic pay to win.
I forget what it was like. 60 or 70% of all like relationships were found online now. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like you don't date anymore unless you go onto an app. apparently.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but from my understanding, people have been complaining because you don't actually meet the person IRL, and people will just ghost you. And then once you get ghosted, right? It's like, well, if I get ghosted, then I guess it's okay. So you ghost other people.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn.
Legion suggests joining a book club like it's the fucking 40s.
Dude.
This
Who the
Neanderthal.
fuck? Who? Who? Honest to God.
Who? I point at Legion. Who?
Even you wouldn't go to a fucking book club. You hate being social.
Damn.
You literally are lamenting that you're on an island right now. There's a difference. There's a difference, motherfucker. A book club usually means people, not just the book. You want a private library where nobody talks to you. That's not a book club. A book club is talking about the book with people.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do want that.
I'm down to yap with people about books. You're not trying to yap with people about books to hook up with them, though. You're actually interested in the book.
Also,
We're talking about
you have a
hookup
girlfriend.
culture. Yeah, that too. Are you trying to hook up with me, Legion? Is that what you're saying?
Oh my.
You're asking me what the essence of the soul is so you can get in my pants?
God. I point at Legion. Whore.
This is behind Oya's back. How could you?
I'm saying this to your girlfriend.
Knowing Oya, she'd just draw it.
True.
And then give Legion titties.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello.
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 What's going on in here?
Mostly poking fun at Legion right now.
Oh, nice, nice. That's always a good time.
I agree. Is this just some normal ghoul?
One ghoul.
Why is it in the Starfinder books?
It's feral.
Why is it in the Starfinder books?
Oh, I'm sorry, you say there can be ghouls in the future?
Well, all the other undead have like a thing. Like they have like a this one has like a gun implanted in its arm.
It's a good question.
So I'm like, why the fuck is it just a ghoul? I mean, I guess it helps. I can
Imagine
What?
you get cursed with undeath all the way in the future, and you get stuck as being the guy who's still just a regular zombie.
That's basically what it is. Like you're just a guy. You don't even get to do like anything cool. What did Amir show to Cornvale to convince her to join his side? I'm not telling you. It's gonna be something that the players find out.
His 401k.
That's a spoiler, Legion, for the story. Also, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
My favorite home cooked meal. I'm gonna say my mama's chili. I like it a little spicy, although I will say the secret to good chili isn't necessarily spice, it's cocoa. It's cocoa powder. Definitely meaty. I think I just have normal beef, like beef chunks. And I'll take beans. I like beans or no beans. Either work. I think the one my mom makes usually has beans in it, but it's not a wet chili. Some chili is just like soup, and I mean, it's hard to fuck up chili, I think, but I don't. I prefer. I don't like soup chili. You know what I'm saying? Did I just say cocoa powder? Yes. I fucking did. Cocoa powder is how you get that like rich heat without it being just straight spicy. I wouldn't say cocoa powder makes chili taste like chocolate. Actually, cocoa powder isn't sweet at all. To be clear, I'm not talking chocolate. Cocoa powder is not sweet. If you've just taken like a taste of cocoa powder, it almost tastes bitter. It brings out other flavors. Yes, it does. It specifically brings out um well uh the chilies, to be honest.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Tired.
Have you ever had chili with cocoa powder?
Not that I know of. Why?
Apparently, a blue chat's mine, or at least some people in chat.
You make your chili with cocoa powder?
My mom does.
Really?
Yes.
I guess. I mean, it could help cut out the richness, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure pants grab is against TOS.
Is it?
It has to do with like genitals and stuff. So I'm surprised we even have the sussy emote because that one was also getting banned for a while.
That's crazy.
You could always go third party, or make a third party emote like 7TV or BTV.
True.
Guys, everyone knows that Twitch is afraid of boobs, not dick. It's fine.
Also, we don't have enough fucking space. In case you didn't know, we're maxed out on emotes. I've had to start deleting emotes to put in the new ones.
Oof. Well, boys, looks like we're gonna have to start growing this channel if y'all want more emotes.
I don't think there are any more emote slots. I think we're maxed out.
Don't tell them that.
The only place I could... no, I won't do that.
What?
I was like, well, actually, I do have slots in tier 3. That's where I'll put the pants grab.
Nice. Honestly based.
Yeah, the only thing I can start doing is start getting rid of my older emotes. Like, Rage and Evil are probably the ones that are next on the chopping block.
I'd probably get rid of Lurk or Lurk In because they're the same emote.
Well, Lurkin's an animated emote. So it's an entirely different counter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We have
Insane.
10 more slots for animated.
Crazy.
Is there... I actually get more.
Well, Legion sounds like you're going to have to animate more if you want them in there. You'll have to animate pants grab.
You gotta animate the bear tightening its grip.
Now, an animated pants grab would definitely be against you.
I don't know what you mean.
Let's see. Is there a way for me to... there's like a thing. Like, my analytics is my achievements. Hold on. I know there's something that like unlocks more... yeah, like there's like a way to unlock more VIP badges. I'm not seeing anything of like unlock more emote slots. What the fuck are these? Oh, these are ones that are already completed. Wow. Damn, we got 200. We have 210,000 hours of watch time.
That's crazy.
Very Gucci. Nice. We're almost at an emote called "Kind of a Big Deal." Actually, it probably won't even matter because I upload all my shit to YouTube anyway. So it's not like the VODs are really here. They vanish after enough time. And they don't want you keeping the fucking VODs anyway.
Yep, that's space on our server. That costs money.
Money, Mr. Squidward.
I'm surprised that won't be the next on the chocolate. VODs are no longer 2 months, they're only 1 month.
Soon.
It's Actually, I'm surprised they haven't. Honestly. Is it like...
I'm also surprised they went the first.
I'm also surprised because they showed like the percentage of people who like had that like maxed out or like beyond 100 hours. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's like a... I feel like that's almost like a negligible amount of people. Like it doesn't cost you anything to host that, or at least like the 4 people who have more than like 100 hours.
Like a month's worth of VOD, that's probably a much bigger deal.
Don't give them ideas.
Fair.
Those are free emotes, Legion. The mod emotes, I put them in my free emotes. What I've replaced is the cheer emotes. And
that's right.
What's up?
No, go ahead.
And I know you just sent me a fucking Luna one. I literally have no more room. So
Damn.
So I need to delete another emote to make room for the Lunature.
I was gonna say that's right. He put the mods in a box for anyone to come pick up.
Oh, I mean, I could make the cheer emotes the free ones. Get rid of the crit and the not one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would free up the 3 emote slots. Huh. We just wouldn't have the regular mod emotes. It would just be the cheers. So we would still technically have the mod emotes. They would just be their cheer versions only. I could work with that. I'll work on that later.
When all of your doctors simultaneously get the plague.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, that ooh. Better start self-tending now.
Sorry, I'll just have them tend to each other.
Falls over mid-tend.
Oh,
When you're a plague doctor and you're only in for a drip and you actually get sick.
My fucking bones. All right. Tired.
I'm tired, Dutch.
Tired. My back hurts. I'm full of food. I'm eating.
That's the real problem right there. Motherfucker ate a bunch of McChicken and now he's like, eat time.
My body's
I
like,
gotta
it's
digest.
tired.
I gotta digest.
I got the meat sweats.
Oh.
Why did you ask about the chili thing? What spurred that?
Oh. Skull Throne asked me about food. That was literally it.
Oh, speaking of, what's your favorite home meal? My favorite home meal is something I'll probably never get again. But it's called Hopple Bopple.
That's wild.
Correct. I don't know its actual name. Apparently, it has a German name, but my mother could never pronounce it. But it is a carb, fat-heavy meal. It is, I forget what type of noodle it is. Mixed with egg, potato, sausage, all mixed into one. And it was amazing. You would make a shit ton of it and it would last for like a week. Oh, so good. It tasted just as good when you reheated it.
Oh.
She used to make it for me back when I was in swim, so I would carb load before like regionals and tournaments and shit. Oh, so fucking good. You get the little bits of protein from the sausage. You get all the fucking carbs from like the potatoes and the noodles and stuff. Super good. Super good.
What is this called?
Hopple Bopple.
I don't believe you.
Listen, man. That's what my mom
How the hell
called
am I? I'm Googling Hobble Bobble.
it. Hopple Bopple.
Insane. Oh, fantastic. My main villager is about to give birth, and all the doctors are in the hospital with the plague.
Oh!
Wild.
Oh!
Time to get the janitor with his pocket knife.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, it's Popple, not Bopple. Popple. It's a German. Oh, it's a German breakfast. Apparently, my mom made this way different.
Yeah, this is
Found in
really
Germany,
different.
and it is a German and Austrian cuisine. But yeah, my mom did not make it like this. It had all the
this
same
is just-
ingredients.
Dude, I make this like when I can't figure out what else I want to make. It's just everything I have in the fridge in a skillet with eggs.
Yeah, man, it's Hopple Popple.
Oh shit! Your mom just threw whatever she had in the pan and went and said some German shit, and you're like, "Damn, mom, that's really impressive."
Hey, it's actually a German thing, so she was actually correct.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, honestly, a lot of food is just like this is what we got on the farm, so
Oh, so good though.
it do look good.
It did not look like that at all, by the way. The pictures
What?
you were looking at, it did not look like that.
The ones
at
with
all.
the eggs and like mushrooms and stuff, it
Yeah,
doesn't look
man,
anything
it
like
does
that.
not look anything like that. You know those huge, like 20-gallon, like cast iron, like pots,
Yeah.
the big tall motherfuckers. Imagine that filled to the brim with all of the contents of that picture, but not in like a skillet. Like this thing
what
was
the-
enough to feed like a battalion.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
You just in a pot?
Yeah, man.
You just had enough eggs to fill a pot?
Yeah, man. She was a psycho.
What the fuck?
She would not be able to do that in those.
I can't afford that.
Not today. God, no. You'd fucking have to get a second mortgage.
This requires 32 eggs.
I am now financially ruined. I had to dip into your college fund.
Tasty.
Oh, worth it though. I got Tristan to make it one time, and he did a pretty good job.
Nice.
But Tristan likes adding stuff.
Tristan likes what?
He likes adding stuff.
Oh.
He's a bit of a chef.
Oh, true.
He's like, I can improve upon this. I was like, I don't want you
And
to
you're like,
improve upon
"No."
it. I just want you to make it. And he's like, no. I can improve upon this. I think he added like a ton of onions and stuff.
Oh, you don't like onion?
I didn't want onion in it.
Ooh.
Like I like onions. I like I've even recently kind of turned around my hatred on tomatoes.
Ah.
Yeah, I think my body did that whole 7-year shift thing, and now I like a lot of like foods that I previously was like, oh, fucking gross.
That's fair.
Would you add any? Nope. No cheese. Nothing. You hated tomatoes? Yes. I hated condiments as well. Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, all that shit. If you put that on my fucking burger, dog, fuck you. I'm gonna make it your problem now.
Amazing.
Used to be
Oh,
allergic.
shit.
Nice. You got the fucking genetic reroll. Kind of badass. Ketchup included. I hated ketchup since I was a kid.
The ketchup's kind of yuck.
Yes, but also, what if I told you I hated it because of Shrek?
Is this because they did like some like Shrek green ketchup
Yep.
thing?
Correct.
I knew it.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when Scooby Doo was huge and they made all of the different Scooby Doo colored ketchups, including purple, green, and orange.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's when you realize that our food is fake.
That's when you find out which colored flavor dye you like the least.
How about banana ketchup? That's a crazy thing to ask me when I told you I don't like condiments.
All right, but what about this condiment?
What about this condiment? And I go, I don't like condiments. And you go, What about this
You must
one,
not be
though?
serious.
Like, are you trying to prove like I'm a faker or something? Like a gotcha moment?
I got him.
I don't even know what
He
the fuck
does like
banana ketchup
condiment.
is. What the fuck is that?
Amazing.
You're just making up shit now?
Making up words.
You can't just slap two things together and be like, boom, it exists.
Time to purge half the male population in my animal pen.
Ooh, I'm tired of you fucking.
I'm tired of you fucking, and you don't make milk or eggs, so die.
You only really need one.
True.
Did you ask
I've
me?
separated them.
Did you ask me about a regional condiment? When I live in the States. Nowhere near the Philippines, in fact. Are you...
Surely not.
Are you mayhaps, and stick with me here, a little oopid?
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
What condiment do you hate the least? So, I will say, there is one time that I will take ketchup. And it's if you give me some really crispy fries. That's
Even
because-
then, I think fries stand on their own.
I
to be
agree,
honest.
100%. But if you're gonna give me a
Just
condiment,
season your fucking fries.
1,000%, 1,000%. I don't think you need a condiment at fucking all. If you can like season your food well enough. I'm of the virtue that if you need to season food, like if you need like A1 steak sauce and shit like that, your steak is
Yeah.
bad. Like really bad.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. I will take some Chick-fil-A sauce though. Not with the steak, but with fries.
See, that's my thing, right? Like ketchup, I will eat it with my fries, but if you put that shit on my burger, I'm gonna be pissed. Mostly because I can't control it.
You can't control it.
I can't control the
That's wild.
ratio of tomato paste you smeared on my fucking burger.
Control it.
And some people just go, nah, good enough, as they fucking shoot a glob of ketchup, this fucking disgusting mound, onto my patty and go, yeah, that's good. And they slap
wait.
the bun on top.
So I also don't like ketchup. I'll take some mayo, like very light amount of mayo, because mayo's pretty inoffensive. Don't want ketchup. Don't want mustard. Do you like tomato? And lettuce and onion.
Again, that's been like a recent thing where I've kind of been like,
Gotcha.
Before I was like, fuck no, I want plain burgers only. Even mayo, light mayo, light. I'm talking light fucking
Light.
mayo. If I bite into it and they look like I just got done with a fucking 4-hour goon sesh, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw fucking hands with
All
the
right.
person who made my
But-
burger.
All right, crump. What if I put an egg on
Oh hell yeah!
it?
Dude,
What if it?
you give me
It's
you give
gooey
me meat,
'cause there's
you
egg
give me
on
an egg, you give me some bacon. God yes. Thoughts on Kewpie mayo? I don't know what the fuck that is.
What is that?
I'm gonna assume it's just mayo,
I stopped watching PewDiePie a long time ago.
and I don't like mayo. If you put mayo on my burger, but it's a light amount, that's fine. I will forgive you. But if I explicitly tell you no condiments,
Forgive.
give me plain burger, and you fucking shotgun mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard onto my burger, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm tired of you.
Would you like that in buckshot or slug?
Hatred.
You know what's crazy? Is that for a long time I got really pissed about it. Because I used to work at McDonald's when I was in high school. The
Nice.
easiest orders were making plain burgers. Because you got to skip 95% of the assembly. They were the easiest orders. So when I would order a plain fucking burger, and you just give me a burger as normal, not plain, I go, "Are you stupid?" It's the
I gave you an opportunity. That's funny.
I would get paid. I would get like legitimately mad. It's made with only
Julia,
yolks, so it's richer or something. Okay, I don't.
Oh.
I probably won't like it then. Because depending on what you put that on, you might just make it too rich. Oh, speaking of, holy shit. So I got a package from the Super Tin, also known as the Sunday Bar. I got a bunch of stuff in it, right? They said they delivered it yesterday. I went upstairs, nothing. I went, huh. They lied. And then I went back downstairs, and I was like, I'll check again in the morning. Soup and I talked. We're like, oh, it's okay. We'll just wait in the morning then.
I saw some of this conversation.
I wake up. I go, oh,
It's rough.
wander upstairs. I see the package sitting on top of the dryer. I go, oh, that's for me. One of my roommates brought it in. How kind of them. And I grab the box, and it's damp. And I go, oh, fuck. Because we realized that they lied about the delivery time. They did deliver it at some point at night. And we got hit with a massive thunderstorm last night. And it soaked everything.
Everything.
So I get this box downstairs. And I'm like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Like, out of everything I'm worried about, Soup made a plushie for me. It's a little fucking black bear plushie with like a cape and my crown over the hood. Super fucking cute. So I'm like tearing open the box, and I touch the box. It's the whole thing's like soaked on the bottom. I'm like, fuck. I'm like pissed at myself because I was like, I should have double checked. Why the fuck didn't I double check? Of course, the U.S. Postal Service is gonna suck ass. It's basically non-existent. It might as well just be volunteers doing this shit.
Crazy what happens when some rich billionaire comes in and hacks vital functions of the government.
I get it open, and
knew?
I save my son. He's fine. He's just a little damp on the back. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can fix that. I set him aside. I look on the inside, and I'm noticing these deep blotches inside of the cardboard, like physical wet stains. And I go, huh, that's really weird. And when I move some of the paper, this pungent smell assails my senses. It is a strong maple barbecue. And then I remember Soup said they were getting me a bottle of barbecue sauce. Some Canadian barbecue sauce. And I went, oh no. So I start grabbing all the other things out of it. I grab this huge bar of nougat. It's fine. I grab this gigantic candle the size of my head. Also fine. I grab these like vanilla maple cookies. The entire side of the box is soaked. And I go, oh shit. It's not just soaked in water. It's soaked in barbecue sauce.
Some barbecue cookies.
And I went, oh no. And I look inside of the wrapping, and the mangled, like, it's basically non-fucking existent. The glass bottle that made up the barbecue sauce is basically like a jigsaw puzzle wrapped inside of plastic. And that's like loosely holding all of the barbecue sauce.
But did you taste it?
I did. It got all over my hands. It was the least I could do. Pretty good.
Was.
Yeah, I literally couldn't save the bottle. Like it was again the glass bottle that made it, that held all of it.
Yeah.
Was non-existent now.
So I do have to ask, as somebody who worked not directly in UPS, not USPS, but as a retail guy, who spent about 4 years packing shit for people, how secure was the packing?
I mean, everything was kind of tightly packed together. Like everything kind of had its own wrapping. The bottle had like its own plastic wrap and everything.
Plastic wrap, bubble wrap.
I don't think it was bubble wrap.
That's your problem.
But it had like 4 layers of wrap around it. It was the most wrapped thing.
Was it packed enough that it didn't move if you shook the box?
I didn't check.
Because if you don't have... So there's 2 things that the shipping services will blame you on. First off is not having the right kind of packing box. Because people come in with like U-Haul boxes and that shit's way too thin. All right, just imagine this stuff getting shoved onto a conveyor belt. Second thing is that it has to be wrapped in bubble wrap at least 2 inches from any of the edges.
Ah. Okay.
So if your shit... Okay. Bubble wrap is ideal. Or at least it was when I worked. Paper can work. I don't know about glass. I would double wrap glass, and anything with glass, it's got to be bubble wrapped. Paper can work for basically anything else.
What was crazy is that everything else was fine. Thankfully, Soup kept the thing in like its own plastic bag, and then wrapped it again. So the only issue is that one of the large glass shards basically pierced the 2 bags.
Yeah.
And that's where like a little bit of the sauce leaked out.
Yeah. Yeah, and those bottles, I mean, is it like homemade? Like, is it like a glass that they bought, or is this like barbecue sauce? Because normally, like the sauces you get at the store, they're pretty thick glass.
Yeah, it was. To my knowledge, it was like a brand from Canada.
Okay.
Which is why I was surprised that the bottle was basically disintegrated.
Yeesh.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, shipping glass is really... Did you put Fragile tape on it?
I didn't check. But again,
it doesn't matter.
The candle was fine. The candle had literally nothing wrong with it.
It doesn't matter if it does, to be honest. I just wanted to know because it'd be funny.
Oh, but the cookies. So the cookies, I don't know if you know. Do you know what maple bars are?
I don't. Much less barbecue maple bars.
No. Do you know what a maple bar is as a donut?
No.
Oh, really? Okay. So imagine a glazed donut, like a log, basically.
Okay.
And it has a maple kind of, like a dark maple kind of sugar on top. It's really good. It's my favorite donut. It's like a kind of brown color sometimes. Sometimes they make it gray, but usually it's brown. The cookies that Soup got me are like these vanilla maple or like vanilla cream or something like that cookies. They taste exactly like maple bars. And holy shit, do they fuck.
Oh.
They are so good. I had to physically restrain myself from eating more. I only had 3, but I wanted to eat more. I had to I had to seal the package and push it away from me. Basically keep it out of my line of sight so I didn't just demolish the entire thing. Easily top 3 cookie now is this fucking Canadian brand of cookie.
Wow.
They're called Maple Cream Cookies. Got a big old Canadian flag on them. Super good. Really fucking good.
Oh, that does sound delicious.
All right, I just wanted to share that.
Okay.
Dream's over.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm
go
tired.
home.
I'm gonna go lay in bed and kick my feet while I watch YouTube. Till I
Sure you don't want to
pass
play
out.
Atlas?
Play what?
Atlas.
Atlas. Brother, we haven't played Atlas in like 6 fucking months.
Yeah, got
New
updated.
update.
Oh, got an update. What'd they update?
A whole lot of shit.
A lot of. Oh
New
my god.
dungeon. Subclasses.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm down to play Atlas tomorrow.
Fuck yeah.
Not tomorrow. Right now.
We
I said
I
you
don't think
ain't
he said
done yet.
Make your new furry OC now.
Now everyone can be jealous of not having maple cookies while I have an infinite amount. An infinite amount?
I am jealous of that fact. But more than likely I'll just end up ordering them on Amazon. I will plunder your
ain't
country
that
for
far.
cookies.
It ain't that far.
You will be the 50th, 51st. I'll make it so. Just for the cookies. That's it. I will take your country for its cookies and discard the rest. Also, the candle smells really good. Oh,
What's
what am
the
I
smell?
even saying? It's lemongrass and lavender.
Oh,
So
that does sound nice.
I really want to take a picture of it because it's so fucking funny. So when you send a letter, Sizzle, what paper would you use? If you were going to send a letter, if you're going to type up a letter, what paper would you type this letter on?
What do you mean type?
Like you
on
have
a
a printer.
computer?
You have a printer,
Okay.
and you're going to type up a letter to your friend. What paper would you use?
I mean, I'd probably just use printing paper
Mhm.
or maybe colored printing paper if I want to
Mhm.
get fancy. Maybe send them. I mean, I might just get them a card.
Okay. When you say colored paper, what
Oh,
comes
boy,
to
yeah.
mind?
Like 8x11 standard, but like in the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine my surprise. Now, first off, getting a letter that has a wax seal. Crazy
crazy.
aura. Crazy aura.
Oh my god.
Crazy aura to get a letter in 2025 with a wax seal that has like an actual like
Lord,
stamp pressed on it. And I was like, am I fucking feudal lord right now? Receiving like a
Nutty.
marriage proposal. I peel off the seal, pull out the letters, and I go, okay. And I unfurl them. It's 2 letters. And my eyes immediately lock, not with the text, but to the face of a horse at about 15 to 20% opacity on the paper, staring at me. On the bottom right is a picture of a horse frolicking through a field. This is the paper, not hand drawn. The paper
All right.
is a horse frolicking through the field with its ancestors staring down upon it. I immediately start howling with laughter.
So what I hear you. What I'm taking away from this is that Soup is a horse girl.
Yes,
Understood.
1000%.
Glad we could sort that out.
Easily one of the best letters I've ever received, purely because of the horse staring into my soul while I read this very sweet letter. The horse just kind of gently neighing in the background. as I flip the page
Wild.
to the next one.
Guys, do I need 22 hens?
Girls,
You're so right.
imagine the omelets.
Oh, in this economy?
Every day, brother. You don't even got to pay for them anymore. You are the economy now.
It's true.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, here you go, Sizzle. Actually, I'll just post it in
Oh,
text
boy.
chat. I'll just post it in text chat.
All right.
This is the paper.
I'm waiting. Wow. There's definitely some Horse Girl middle school vibes. I'm not going to lie. There's some early 2000s. I just think they're neat kind of vibe.
Again,
Crazy.
letter has a beautiful, like, wax seal on it.
Wow.
The wax seal is like this, like, kind of gentle teal and gold with the with that iconic like French symbol or whatever the fuck it's called.
Whatever that shit is.
It's like a trident, basically. I forget whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, like whatever.
Super iconic French symbol. I don't care. I'm American. He looks nice. But the seal, again, the wax seal, very nice. I didn't even want to break it. I just kind of gently lifted it.
Mm.
And then I pull out the letters. And it's a massive horse staring at me.
Haunts.
How hungry?
Oh! I also wanted to say thank you, Soup. Soup also sent me, what is it? I believe it's a great ball.
A what?
It's a
Oh, Pokeball.
yeah, it's a great ball from
Oh,
Pokemon.
nice.
It has a Teddy Ursa in it.
Nice.
Nice.
I was super happy when I was like, oh, it's a great ball. That's cool.
Let's go.
And then I realized you could open it. And I went, oh. And I popped it open. There's a little Teddy Ursa.
Oh,
Just kind of stared at me. And I went,
little
oh,
Teddy.
amazing.
That's neat. That shit kind of whack.
Needless to say, thank you for the letters. Thank you for the entire package. That's my stream. Thumbs up.
Stream.
I see.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Oh,
All right.
Say goodbye, chat.
farewell, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
All right, I'll be back. Legion, don't you go anywhere. I want to talk to you after this. All right, gamers. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting this stream. That's it for me tonight. More of a quiet stream. Nothing too crazy tonight or anything like that. Mostly just kind of getting everything situated. I'll probably be doing more work on the in the interim, in between stuff. Yeah, I hope that you all have a lovely night. We are gearing up towards the actual AP, Blood in the Water. And I'm looking forward to it. I need to actually talk to my friends and start getting characters and stuff situated. But that adventure is getting closer and closer, and I'm very excited to get back to running Pathfinder again. So I hope you all look forward to it and build that anticipation. That's it. I hope you have a lovely night. I hope you take care of yourselves. Hug your loved ones. Tell them that you love them. If you haven't called them in a while, call them. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. Be sure to join our Discord to see all the cool shit that we're doing. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye, chat.